Freaking great number. No, everything I make goes towards freaking racing right now. It's brutal. So just trying to survive. But I fly to a place in March, early March, like the first day of March, to do some shows and maybe talk some shop about.
I'm going to do whatever the chat does. The chat is saying yes, yes, yes. The chat, are you willing to contribute 20, 40, 50 bucks? I'll have a bunch of different tiers up there so that we could raise. I'd like to see 30 grand in a day. I mean, we could do that, like 30 grand in a day. That way I got 10,000 to make something and 20 grand to give over to
shop, taking a look at this beautiful beast. It's very green, and it's actually much nicer than the actual 3D render. It's got the Ilmore engine in it, all the good stuff. It's going to be a fast piece. And so I'm about to get fitted in this car, and just take a look at this. Thanks to everybody at ComicSgate, everybody that supports your dumbass boy here and his infantile dream. And one final look at this beautiful thing. Wow.
Communities ready for war. Cyber frogs the hero. Cody's the man. Gonna race that alligator. Gonna take a stand. Got tweets in hand, spreading the word. Cyber frogs the hero. Cody's the man. Gonna race that alligator. Gonna take a stand. Got tweets in hand, spreading the word, supporting Cody Dennison. That's what we've heard. I go to race cars, a man's made in heaven. Revolution on wheels. We ain't deaf, we ask for more. That's what we believe. Cyber's Frog and Cody taking the culture back. Comic skate convene has got the rest running.
Welcome to the Salty and Savage Show.
Welcome.
That's Savage.
That's Savage.
I'm salty.
He's salty. What is up?
And that was two songs, right? Two songs. One was a metal song about ComicSgate.
ComicSgate community.
And the other one was by my friend Gary Eaton and King Size Maybe. You should check them out on SoundCloud.
ComicSgate community.
I can't do the sunglasses. I don't want to be like Razorfist, even though Razorfist is a cool guy. You're a cool guy, Razorfist, but I'm not going to be like
today. We're going to RP today. I'm RPing as a lovely chap from New Zealand. So we're going to RP today. We're going to do a little RP, a little role play, if you know what I mean.
There's a lot going on. There's a lot going on today, guys. That is for sure.
Once again, yeah, we're here to chat about a bunch of stuff. We got
let's talk about that video real quick. So just a little bit. If you guys don't know who Cody Dennison is Camelot on YouTube. It's like 331 or something like that. I never can remember the names. Add numbers to your name. I won't remember. Cody Dennison, he's a YouTuber known for, live streams and gaming and whatnot. And he's also a NASCAR racer. And it was his dream to go to Talladega. And then Ethan Van Sciver, a comic book creator of Cyberfrog, decided that he would appeal to the Comicsgate community, did a fundraiser on Indiegogo, raised a bunch of money. I think they ended up raising like $40,000-$50,000.
Comicsgate community.
Got him a new car with a new engine.
It's so great looking.
And wrapped the car in Cyberfrog art, and he raced this weekend at Talladega and did quite well. And it seems like it's steamrolling into more big races and more big events for him. So kudos to you, Cody Dennison. Kudos to Ethan Van Sciver and the Comicsgate community for doing what it does best, which is, kind of support people that are on the other side of the aisle when it comes to thinking and just being like, I want to say what I want to say and not be part of the machine. So hats off to everybody that helped that happen. That's just super awesome. So we made that little music video for you out there. And
I really like I'm liking our habit of making random music videos and whatnot. Like, I think this is one of our things. I think we should do this.
Yeah, I don't know. How do you guys feel about the music videos?
I think
you
they're
like
pretty
it?
dope.
You think it's pretty cool?
I'm enjoying them. I mean, but when you're a part of it, it's like there's an amount of appreciation that you have, when you're putting something out into the world. But hey, I think it was hysterical.
Yeah,
what's up,
fun.
chat? Nathan,
what up, chat?
Henry,
Thanks for coming.
Pat Salter, hello.
Yeah. I have some advice for you people in the chat. Stop using your real name. What are you noobs to the internet? Get a freaking, get a screen name, guys. Come on.
Noobs.
I know for a fact Nathan is a gamer. Shame on you, dude. Shame on you. Is that your gamer tag? Like, is
Gamer
that your gamer
namer?
tag? Come on, man. You guys got to use gamer tags, man. Come on. This is 2021. You want people to be able to find you?
2021.
2024. I don't even know what year it is.
Like, wait a minute.
2021, 2024.
What just
Dude,
happened?
that's how it goes, though. You know how it is when you get
That is
older.
how it
It's
goes.
just like, good Lord, man.
We're here and we're doing a terrible job.
So what are we talking about today?
3 years ago. Today we have what? We got some Deadpool action. You got the handle on some Deadpool stuff. You have personally been involved in the Deadpool community over the years, doing a little bit of artwork or something like that, I believe. But enough about me. But also, let's see. We got Deadpool. We got a little Star Wars. It's apparently the 25th anniversary.
The 25th anniversary of the best Star Wars film, and by best I mean
hands
down the best disappointment in the best disappointment in Star Wars history.
I don't know. The latest ones were a little, but nonetheless.
No, I would say Phantom Menace is the greatest disappointment in the Star Wars franchise by far. It is so bad. And we're gonna take a look at some people who are actually really excited about seeing that, or are they?
Well, or are they?
And then we're gonna talk about roleplay servers, RP servers. So all you gamers out there, if you don't know, I think you guys do. We're gonna talk about some strange things that are happening there on out there in the video game world and the RP servers.
Not just roleplay games like people think of RPGs, but actual servers of games that you would normally play in one fashion, but they have entire servers based on turning it into a standard economy and people playing roles, whether it's police officers or ambulance drivers or liquor store owners or bus drivers. I mean, it's quite fascinating. But yeah, we're gonna touch on that. We'll reveal my secret YouTube RP troll crush. This guy is absolutely hilarious, and he just destroys the RP servers across the world. It's pretty awesome.
But in other news, someone had a birthday yesterday. Who had a birthday yesterday?
Oh, William Shakespeare. That's great. William Shakespeare.
But another person.
And
it
died.
was Savage's birthday yesterday. So everybody, please wish Savage a happy birthday.
Thank you.
What are you, like 52 years old now? 53?
Oof. Dude, just look at all the color still in all of this.
Well, it's because you dye it.
Don't
you dye your beard?
I dye it. I mean, I must. I mean, nobody would actually grow ginger hair and keep it like that, right?
Oh man, yeah, it was Savage's birthday yesterday. So happy birthday, buddy.
Thank you.
Seriously, what are you drinking?
I have a little I'm drinking some Miller Lights, but I also got a little. My sipper here is a little Jameson Caskmates, the Stout edition.
Oh, fancy.
Yeah, kind of fun. It was a little gift from my brothers. I think it was. There was like an IPA, a red ale, and a stout edition. You know, in different aged in different casks, but it's got something to it. I like it.
Awesome. And chat, open up a drink, crack a drink, sit back, relax, and let's hang out for an hour or
Let's
two.
hang out. Let's hang out for an hour.
And have a good time. What's up, Nestor? Thanks for showing up. Thanks for being here. We appreciate you. I'm drinking Damn whiskey. Not Damn as in
but
GD, but as in an actual dam, because this is made in a dam on the Tennessee River.
Oh, damn.
And it's a whiskey bourbon, and it's really, really, really good. It's also 110 proof.
Ooh.
Or 101 proof?
Uncapped Turtle made it
proof.
Just in time for your sip of sips. He's late. Oh. He's late for a very important date. He missed his beautiful intro. It was not the Spice Channel, Mom. I love that one.
What's up, Uncapped Turtle? All right, guys. Well, you know, let's just start off with
what do we got? It's some Deadpool, right?
Yeah, so Deadpool Wolverine's coming out. Is anyone excited about that? I'm excited.
It's really more the ad campaigns and the stuff that Ryan Reynolds and Hugh Jackman just come up with together. That's really the best part of it. The movies are almost like an afterthought. The ad campaigns are the best part.
Well, as someone who has experience working on the ad campaign for Deadpool 1 and 2, I was part of a team at an agency that was part of a team of many agencies that was hired by the studios to by Sony, right? Sony? No. Yeah, Sony to Sony Fox, I think. I can't remember. It's been like a decade. To work on the marketing for Deadpool, and I worked on 1 a lot and 2 a little bit. And man, it was the most fun I've ever had in entertainment advertising. And that might not be saying much because I kind of hated working at entertainment advertising, but it was the most fun campaign I think I've ever worked on. But without further ado,
without even like setting you up for the fact that you worked on them, like I genuinely having worked in the entertainment industry and utilized these clips and various things over the years, the best stuff is the ad campaigns. Just by far, it's so fucking fantastic.
Yeah, the ad campaigns they basically wrote themselves. I mean, to be honest.
Yeah.
You're taking a character that is essentially a 13-year-old boy with superhuman powers, and it kind of writes itself.
I told you, you're not welcome here.
So we know. Do you guys know? Do you know? I don't know if you guys have all seen this yet, but if you have, awesome. We're doing a cold watch because we like to do a cold watch. I already know who this is because you got the hair, right? You got the hair.
I'm thinking I know
right
who it
there.
Is.
Boop. I need my little marker. Nice little ad placement right here in the top right corner. Ooh, we have the flag of Canada over here. So we can assume that we're in Canada. And
have like a moose head logo or something.
That is Wolverine. That is Wolverine.
You're not welcome anywhere.
Oh.
Now get the fuck out of my bar.
Just give me one more drink and then I'll leave.
There it is. Uncapped Turtle says
this is just like that clip from when he's in the bar at the other one and he stabs the guys with the arrows.
Yeah, I'm not excited for it when I saw the choice of villain.
Oh, I don't even know.
We will probably get to that on this trailer because they do show it. They do show it. Oh, Michael Beacon says, I give this movie 2 peg legs, which is my rating for movies I'd pirate. Turns out, woke free, I'll buy the physical copy. Wow,
I would rate this 2 mizzen max.
Dude, you just ratted yourself out, bro. So if you get a knock on the door, that's on you. That is on you.
NordVPN, I'm sure.
Use a VPN.
Hi, Peanut. I'm gonna need you to come with me right now. Look, lady, I'm not interested.
Look, lady.
I already like it.
Oh,
I'm already interested.
All right, well, I'm sort of on the tick, so upsy daisy. Here we go. Oh, whiskey dick of the claws.
It's fantastic.
That is something that the 2% of our audience, ladies out there, don't quite understand, but it is something that happens. And you don't have to be over 40 for it to happen. You just have to be maybe 40 in.
You have to become an idiot.
It's quite common in Wolverines over 40. You don't want this. Unless you want to take a deep breath.
What does it say? Smile?
It says smile, wait for the flash.
Breath through your fucking forehead.
It says smile, wait for the flash.
Consider.
Nice.
We got some music.
Okay.
We got some music. So we might have to go mute on this to watch it because I hear some music, and you know what they do. You know what happens? Oh, do we know that tune? It sounds like a little.
Look at that outfit. I know that outfit. Oh, I watched X-Men when I was a kid.
I think the only thing that would have made this better is if they had actually done. They should have just done a remix, like a
just the haunting.
Yeah, they should have.
Just
honestly,
right there.
if I was the creative director, we would have gone with X-Men from the '90s animation intro that's being reused, and we would have done like a cover of it and done in a haunting electro pop type dark wave.
This is not my Wolverine. My Wolverine wears brown and tan.
Listen, bub. Okay,
Wolverine wears earth and tones.
Depending on Wolverine has blue and yellow, brown and tan, and wife beater. Okay, these are all three acceptable outfits for Wolverine. Black leather, not acceptable. Okay.
Yeah, unless it's like loose fitting.
I'm about to lose everything that I've ever cared about.
Oh, it's that guy from those shows.
From Deadpool 2.
Oh,
no, my fucking
I forgot. It's been a long time since I've seen
Look at
Deadpool
this.
2.
How do you not like this outfit, Uncapped? It's so 90s.
It's ridiculous. It's like Power Rangers 90s. It's
I know, but I don't care because this is the X-Men that I grew up on.
It is ridiculous. It's pretty awesome.
Is that what you said when your world went to?
It looks great. I'm not
look
gonna
at
lie.
that.
It does look ridiculous, but it's a comic book, right?
Where there's this? Is
Well,
this
there's
the
a
Exxon
ship.
Valdez? Please tell me that's the Exxon Valdez.
Oh,
'cause that would
something
make me so
they
happy.
drain. What happened?
Where are they? This looks like the Antelope Valley, or no?
Are they at the
well,
bottom
that's
of
probably.
the Great Salt Lake got drained? Like what? No, there wouldn't be a ship like that. What in the fucking? All right, go on.
Shit.
Oh,
I hope
that's got to be in his head, or with Dr. Zev. Dr. Zev.
Dude, this music is killing me.
Hold on, let's just kind of watch a little bit. What do we got going on? Who's
We're
this
at the
guy?
TVA.
Wolverine let down his entire
Oh my God! Wait, what?
This Wolverine let down his
TVA?
entire world.
Oh my God!
Yeah.
Oh, now I gotta go watch the new Loki to understand this.
Yeah.
I mean, I watched the first season, but the second season, I'm not even ready for it. I missed like 6 movies already.
I've been boycotting Disney Plus.
I'm
because
so behind. I'm
Disney
so behind.
sucks. Yeah, turn on the CC. Good
My
idea.
Wolverine is 80s Uncapped says.
Oh. It'll grow back. It'll grow back. It'll grow back.
Want to talk about what's haunting you, or should we wait for a third act flashback?
Go
fuck yourself.
The fact he doesn't his character they write him so that he doesn't break the fourth wall, but he's talking to the audience.
He breaks the fourth wall. He'll break the fourth wall.
No, but there are some of these pieces of dialogue where he's not breaking the fourth wall, but we know who he's talking. Like it's so well done, and because everybody's on board, it doesn't matter. You can't be like, oh man, I hate that they did that.
Yeah.
Oh, hail chat BTM.
What's up, BTM?
What up, BT?
If you haven't already checked out BTM's channel, go check it out. BTM reviews, bourbon, toys, and media. It's a pretty good show.
Mystery.
Whoa. This July. I just turned it off right when I believe that there's music happening right now.
Look at
you
that.
Always know that's the
Look
drop.
at the walk around.
The walk is great.
So good. These outfits.
Dude, that outfit is dope. I don't care what you say on Cap Turtle. We're in a fight right now. That
it's
outfit
pretty
is
great.
awesome. That
It's
outfit
pretty
is
great.
awesome.
Yeah.
Trust me, kid. I'm no hero. Trust me,
right.
kid.
Oh.
I'm no hero.
Hey, I'm getting too old for this shit. Trust me, kid. Trust me, kid. I'm no hero. I'm IPing as a New Zealander today. Wade Wilson says you
Dude,
are
I
the
want to
X-Man.
listen to this so bad. All right, let's
You
just
were the
scrub a
X-Man.
little bit because
no, hold
this
on.
is
No,
a lot
keep,
of exposition.
keep playing it. Keep playing it. We're doing it. Doing it in New Zealand accent. It's fine.
But he's Australian.
I'm soaking wet right now. It doesn't matter. I like the New Zealand accent better because it's a little more fun. I'm soaking wet right now.
Oh man. Hey, all you guys that want to talk trash about Rob Liefeld, wait, the store behind them is dig at. Oh, is it really?
The
Dude,
store.
you can't take a dig at Rob Liefeld, man. Dude, he is a millionaire
South Africa has a better accent.
and
All right,
was very
Henry.
successful comic book penciler. I love
South
Liefeld.
Africa.
Liefeld. Look at those claws. All right, lots of blood, lots of fighting.
Ooh.
All right, who is this? Who's this? Are they? Is this gender bender?
is it what's her
Xavier?
name?
Is that
what's her
gender
name?
bender?
It's
Say
not.
that again.
It's not. What's her name from one of the other? Oh, it looked like. Wait a minute.
I think it's the ancient one.
Wait a minute.
The ancient one. It's the ancient one.
There's nothing like.
No, he can draw feet. It just probably takes him as long as it does me. And you want to draw things fast. Look, I will not talk trash on Rob Liefeld. That guy was an inspiration to me as a kid. He was super successful, and we should all admire him. Not Eric July, but Rob Liefeld.
What? Why would you even say that? Why would you even bring him up? How dare you?
Because he created Deadpool.
What was the store name?
All right, so we're either I'm going with Gender Bender Xavier. They're doing a gender swap Xavier. And this is transgender X-Men. This is transgender Xavier. That's the story I'm going with. I know it's the ancient one.
Okay.
But and here's the thing. I don't believe you, BTM. I know you're trying to get us copyright struck.
Boys, just read it right there on the screen. Boys are
so silly. So this
BTM
is where
is
I know it's the ancient one, but who was the lady that played the ancient one in the Doctor Strange? Why didn't they go with her? Because she's such a great actress.
Well, Uncapped is very opinionated about.
It's not the ancient one. Oh, it's not the ancient one. Wait, who is it then?
Hold on, what? Xavier's
believe
twin
you.
that tried to kill him in the womb.
It's Cassandra Nova, Xavier's twin, that tried to kill him in the womb. Are you serious?
Whoa, is that Ant-Man? Whoa.
Yeah, that looks like NCR helmet. That looks like an NCR helmet. Ant-Man's helmet always reminds me of NCR New Vegas. Fallout New Vegas. That's such a Fallout New Vegas helmet.
It's very the
Fallout
power
New
suit
Vegas.
or whatever.
Whoever designed that suit played Fallout New Vegas. I know because I played Fallout New Vegas.
So
and
cool.
I totally have been inspired. They got a little Mad Max going on, so there's like a Mad Max
But
world.
drunk Wolverine is always great. It's like drunk Thor. Like they need to be able to.
Can Wolverine even get drunk with his high metabolism? Well,
Yeah.
that's see, Mad
He's
Max.
totally gotten
Look at
drunk.
that,
Wow,
Mad Max.
That's literally Mad Max.
Yeah,
All he needs is a guitar. He's probably got a
Furiosa.
keytar.
Oh, dude, if he had a keytar, that would make it so.
That would actually be
excellent.
pretty dope.
Oh.
Sponsored by Tesla. Speaking of South Africa,
This looks
sponsored
like a
by
Mercury Topaz. This looks like a Mercury Topaz. When I was a kid in the 80s,
This looks
my
like a
dad
Mercury
bought a Mercury
Topaz.
Topaz. My dad bought a Mercury Topaz in Burgundy.
Tesla. Ooh, a Topaz.
That car was kind of a piece of garbage.
What?
That's not the
Fair.
ancient one? Oh, it's Xavier. Are you Cassandra Nova?
Dude, look at the
That's
jacket.
Cassandra. Yeah.
It's Inspector Gadget.
See, the reason why I thought it was the ancient one was because that's the rumors on the internet, maybe from people that don't know. And then
Flaming
the
guitar.
teacup, with the Asian writing on it.
Ooh, teacup with the Asian writing.
Cassandra
Totally.
Nova.
Get-
All right.
Get out of here. Where do I even
Dude,
put
this
these?
movie look. I
Where do I
want to
even
see
put these
this movie.
cans?
See, this is why I thought it. This is what makes me think right here. Because I'll be honest, it's not really a cold watch for me. It is for Savage though.
Oh,
This Doctor Strange, not Doctor Strange Love to be confused with Doctor Strange Love, but Doctor Strange Portal. This was in Doctor Strange, and so
Yeah,
that's
yeah.
what made me think it was the ancient one.
This is getting now. Granted, I haven't heard the audio for half of this
because they're
but
going back in time.
This is now. This
Oh,
is
that's
now
music.
This is a Marvel buddy comedy with Deadpool and Wolverine.
Yeah.
As it's a buddy comedy, like as if they're doing. What's up, Tim's Talk?
What up, Tim's Talk? Hey, real quick, Tim's Talk. Go check out his channel. Super cool dude. He's like a doppelganger of Kylo Ren. And I think that's how he does his entire show, as he dresses up as Kylo Ren. Or at least you should, dude. At least you should.
I mean, look at his.
I know, dude. Every time you're like, is that Kylo? Is that Kylo Ren live stream?
Kylo in the chat, bro?
And there's
The one thing that Feige said is off limits.
What about Bolivian marching
They
powder?
know all the slang terms. They have a list.
Even snow.
All right, so for those of you that don't know, they're talking about cocaine. And for those that haven't done
Wait, what?
cocaine, it's one hell of a drug.
It's a hell of a drug.
Have you done cocaine, Savage?
What?
Disco dust.
White girl interrupted?
Even Forrest Bump.
Do you want?
Forrest Bump. All right. I'll give you one.
Yeah, dude.
We in Bicircle, we called it Kate Moss.
Kate Moss. Oh yeah, she was a big
To build a
cokehead.
snowman?
She's a bit skinny. You can neither confirm nor deny on Cap Turtle. I can neither confirm nor deny.
So is it LFG? Are they saying looking for group like you would in World of Warcraft? You would do LFG, Skull of Mace, Need Tank, or is this Let's effing go? I'm pretty sure it's the latter.
Yeah. But yeah, it's a buddy comedy. Like they've turned
Totally
this into they wanted to do the same thing that they saw the success of, Taika's first Thor movie. Like it was just so much more fun. Now, granted, these movies are so much better than all the rest of the Marvel movies. They're so funny. But
I wouldn't say that they're better than
the
the rest of the Marvel movies. I will say that they are definitely up there
than
as
a number of the Marvel movies.
Yeah, I mean, definitely they're better than
Just in the level of the like intimate, detailed writing. Not like, oh, are you going to be okay? Like this, they're much deeper than that. Like the writing is way because Ryan doesn't even. He's like, no, that sounds like a line that would be in a regular Marvel movie. Let's go ahead and let's give this dialogue some oomph, huh?
I'm too cheap for coke to do cocaine. Let me tell you something, brother. Let me tell you something, Andrew. Cocaine is an expensive drug that you need to constantly take throughout the night in order to even like maintain feeling good. Because once you come down off that high, you feel like crap. So you're like, by the end of it, like your bag that's supposed to, I don't know. I'm only knowing this secondhand. I don't know this firsthand.
I've heard things.
I think my dad's watching right now. I've never done cocaine ever. No, totally done cocaine. Like once or twice. It's a terrible drug though. I don't recommend it. It makes you will feel every human emotion in a 15-minute period, and I'm gonna tell you something. That is not fun.
At this point, you can't advise anybody to do any sort of powder drugs anymore because the fentanyl thing is it. So it's like after 2020, blow anything even remotely like that, it's off the table. Sorry.
Because the Chi-Coms are trying to kill you, and so they're flooding the border with fentanyl. And God forbid that we do anything about that, because we got to send more money over to the Ukraines because, I
don't even want to order the Ukrainian hookers that I normally love because they always bring blow. And I'm like, no, I just can't have it.
I just ordered a pipe from the Ukraine because I'm a pipe smoker, not a weed smoker, but a pipe tobacco smoker. And apparently there's a war going on in the Ukraine, but I still got it in a week and a half from the Ukraine.
That country is still creating stuff and shipping it out. Like I think I was telling you last week online where I'm looking at axes, they are making vintage axes all day, every day in this crazy old style, making them look old, throwing them online and selling them for, like vintage axe prices. And I'm like, maybe not.
Cocaine was definitely very prevalent in the 90s.
I heard
everywhere.
I wasn't there.
Yes, I remember going with my buddy to look at a car when we were seniors in high school because he wanted to buy this Camaro. He had been saving up his money, and his parents could afford to pay for it, help him buy it. And what the lady that was helping us was all coming out of the bathroom like this. Hi, hey, do you guys want to buy a car? So yeah, totally. I wonder, Papa Salty, were they hitting the snow powder pretty heavy at the UPS there? Yeah, I wonder.
Dude, how do you think they get those packages there on time?
Oh man, I tell you, Papa Salty has some stories about investigating some drug smugglers trying to ship through UPS, man.
That's interesting. All right.
Pretty good stuff. We maybe should have him on the show one time to talk about his case where he busted a smuggling ring and then also busted a black box smuggling ring.
Like TV black box?
Yeah, remember cable black boxes, guys?
Yeah.
Yeah, if you were ordering one and you never got one, it's because Papa Salty stopped it from happening.
Oh, Papa Salty. Son of a gun. That wasn't me, but nonetheless.
So we got some lore here. Cassandra first appeared in X-Men 114, 2001.
It's Love You Large. Love You Large.
Oh, she is a moo dry. See, this is why I don't know, because I stopped reading X-Men after like freshman year in high school.
Mumu Dry, a parasitic life form born bodiless
and
on the astral plane.
Okay,
Ew.
There you go. See,
give me more.
Someone in the chat would always help out, because that's the thing about comic books is there's so many stories going on that you can't even hope to try to keep track of it.
I love a good astral plane, mate. I'm all about it.
So all right.
So where does Deadpool? Where's this new one start off? This is after. I mean, because I watched. Logan was the last thing I saw. So that's after this has happened, right?
I'm assuming that it's after Deadpool 2. Did you see Deadpool 2?
Because of all the time shifting and all the stuff that's happened in the Marvel universe, and we even see that there's a Doctor Strange portal that happens. Like, I don't even know what particular timeline we're in. Is this an alternate timeline?
As someone who's writing a comic book about time travel, I will tell you that there are lots of challenges to writing fiction about time travel. And it can get confusing really, really fast.
Damn it, where is it?
But anyway, I don't know. I think it's taking place. It looks like I'm assuming that it's taking place after the events of Deadpool 2. So they've done a big time travel thing. They've already kind of set that up with Cable, and they kind of like fixed some stuff.
Knowing them, they'll probably make a comment like, well, at least we're at the point in the story where the timeline has finally, they'll
break that.
Again.
Yeah, definitely will happen.
They'll tell us.
And let me tell you.
Thank you, Baron. Appreciate it.
Ryan Reynolds had a lot to. When I first read the script for Deadpool 1, so back when I worked in marketing,
it's so great to get a script for like an awesome movie. And
I read Batman versus Superman. So I read Deadpool. I read like Ant-Man. I read tons of scripts because when we were doing the marketing, they'd be like, "Hey, come in, do a script read." So you get an idea and you can start coming up with ideas and things like that. And so I remember I read Batman versus Superman and Deadpool in the same week. So I went to Warner Brothers and then I went to Fox for Deadpool. And when I read Batman versus Superman, I literally fell asleep in the conference room reading that script. It was so boring because bad.
There's so much going on the screen that has nothing to do with dialogue.
No, it was so bad.
Really?
It was slow developing. It was just this
that makes sense.
Oh, it
that
was
makes
so
sense,
bad. I fell asleep. I was so bored.
As an afterthought.
And the Deadpool one, I read it so fast and I was literally laughing out loud, multiple times reading that script because it was so funny. And then what we saw on the screen was very much what I read on the script. And I know Ryan Reynolds had heavy hand in the script writing of Deadpool 1 and 2, and he's an amazing comedic writer. He's very fun to work with. Got to work with him a little bit on the marketing for Deadpool 1 and 2. And I just have a feeling that even if the story's not that great, you're going to laugh your butt off, man.
You would know a little bit better, having written comic book script. I've only worked on some very loose television and movie stuff, but how different is writing a comic book script than
Well, I've never written a movie script. I've only written scripts for television commercials. I've written scripts for animated shorts and animated shows, like 22 minutes, and then a comic book script. So I would not be able to tell you about, but I've read a lot of movie scripts, and the thing is just length. So like with a movie, you're gonna have like basically if it's like a trilogy, which I've read trilogies, you're gonna have usually a complete story, and then if it's gonna be like a 2-parter, 3-parter, it's gonna have a story arc that will kind of leave you hanging, but it'll tell a story within that story arc. When we were writing our show, we would write basically the same thing. We would write kind of a big story arc and then little stories in between in that story arc so that you could watch, oh, I got a story, but there's more. And then comic books, I would say comic books is very, very similar to writing for animation. Where like if you were going to write like a long story, kind of like X-Men, the animated series, or Batman, you would have maybe like a little bit of a story arc that goes through like 3 or 4 episodes and then individual stories. So those are probably more similar related than a comic book. I mean, a movie, unless you're doing like a long saga. However, I'm not an expert at writing comic books. I'm still learning, and I'm trying to learn from others who are much better at it than me. Hence why I am always bothering Mike Barron for advice, because the guy knows what he's doing.
I mean, can you even read though?
BTM
throwing some salt. BTM throwing some salt.
Barely.
Appreciate it.
Just a little bit.
Script writing is a whole thing. I mean, sometimes just depending on the style of the story that you're writing, even in the same format, whether it be movie or television, you all of a sudden have to take on different character arcs and different roles, different changes in the story, and you have to adapt because the way that stories have been told now are different or are changing, and the way that, say, procedurals are done now, you're like, oh well, I gotta do it like this now because procedurals are written more like this and they solve cases more like this this is where we truncate it. This is how people there's so many things you take into account, but nonetheless, like writing a sci-fi script versus writing a love story, as much as it's the same thing, there are going to be there's fundamental differences. But this comic book, dude, I'm just so excited for your comic book journey. Oh my god, like it's so great.
And the way that I write a little bit
here.
I write a little bit like the Marvel way. So I write kind of like an outline, and then I thumbnail that, and then I write the dialogue in the frames. So I write it a way more, and that's kind of like how we would approach animation. Like I worked at Disney, that's how they approach animation. They would be writers and storyboard artists would be in the same room, writing out a story, because sometimes like you'd have a gag or a joke or like a little scene, and that scene actually can move around really easily within the story, and so you would sometimes be like, oh, this kind of fits better here and there, and it's actually a lot of fun and really useful to write that story visually as well as writing your dialogue, instead of just like writing a script and then trying to draw to that script. It's actually a lot more creative in my opinion.
Having a storyboard is, I mean, a good director will have just like such an incredible art director right next to them, just like, wait, so how do we want to set it up, and meanwhile the DP is probably leaning over the shoulder too.
So New Adventures of Henry says, I follow a lot of story writers on YouTube who put together story videos and script process. Sounds very interesting, but it seems they put the most amount of time into editing. And I will tell you, dude, the worst movies and television shows put the most amount of time into editing. The best movies, like one of the reasons why Alfred Hitchcock is still so prolific and his movies are so good, is because he put most of his effort into storyboarding.
He knew, every single shot was prepared, and so in the edit, he was like, just when this camera is done rolling, you just go ahead and cut right there because I've already done it for you. But that's a very different style of filmmaking.
I think it's a better style of
storytelling. It's incredible, but it's so difficult to do if you're not that guy.
It's efficient. It's actually more efficient. You're going to save money on time and budget. Of course it is.
And it's a Stanley Kubrick kind of way of.
It's like, instead of trying to tell the story, like Zack Snyder one of the reasons why his movies are so terrible is because he tells the story in the edit bay. He doesn't tell the story in the storyboards, and that's one of the reasons why his movies are god awful. You can't follow them. That and because he's an egotistical maniac that likes to just basically kind of retcon and change everything. And I hate Zack Snyder.
Retconning. I've seen a few of that
Can't stand him. He's terrible. He is terrible.
All right, so,
Well, hey, what kind of Fallout fan are you?
where are we at? What kind of Fallout fan are you?
Chat, what kind of Fallout fan are you? Is the chat who in the chat is a fan of Fallout? And my question is, what kind of Fallout fan are you?
What kind of Fallout fan are? Oh, wait a minute. Here's what we want to do. Hold on, because we got to give. No. Sorry, we got to give because we got to give our boy credit, and that was my bad.
Oh yeah, we got to give my buddy.
We got to give the homie
The
credit.
Raymond G. Stanley Jr.
Yeah,
If you don't know who he is,
I don't want to show the guy's video without giving him credit.
follow him on the Twitter because he's an awesome dude. He works at Timcast. Super funny guy. Great, super based Twitter. You should follow it, or X, whatever. But what kind of Fallout fan are you? Let's find out.
What kind?
Kind of misunderstanding here.
What?
We're Fallout fans, okay?
Okay. Well, what kind of Fallout fan are you? You don't know?
Misunderstanding here.
And
that's basically how I feel about all of you Fallout 4 fans, because Fallout 4 is unplayable unless you mod the heck out of it. You have to mod the heck. Oh, of course.
that.
There's always this guy in the chat, right? There's always this guy in the chat. Oh, Fallout 2. Oh, I like the isometric. Blah blah blah. Let me tell you something. Uncap.
Okay, tell Uncap something.
Fallout New Vegas is peak Fallout. Okay.
That animation was so great where he's just like leaning, like, and he's like scratching his face almost, but it's a mask. It's not even his face. And he's just like, okay, but what kind of Fallout fan are you? And they're just like,
yeah, no, not good enough. It's not good enough. Okay. It's not good enough. Because now with the television show, which is really good, by the way, sort of woke, but also makes fun of everybody. So I liked it. Super good. There's going to be a ton of Fallout fans, I think, coming out of the woodwork now because of that show, because I think it's going to catch on because it's done really well. But at the end of the day, it's all about New Vegas. In fact, if you're a hardcore gamer like I am, well, I'm not a hardcore gamer. Well, I kind of am. You mod Fallout New Vegas, and you do a Tale of Two Wastelands, where you actually play Fallout 3 and New Vegas in one super game, which is the best way to play Fallout. Yeah, the best way. So,
what's up with chat? Did you also see Benjamin Linus from Lost again? Wait, what was he in?
What?
Oh, is he in Fallout? Benjamin Linus. I was a Lost fan. Were you a Lost fan?
No.
I
don't like shows.
I drank
that are
Kool-Aid.
dumb.
I went way hard because they also had like websites and like fake business websites and like alternate tie-ins and all sorts of crazy stuff. I drank the Kool-Aid way hard. It was an interesting time in my life. I got lost for sure. Fallout Episode 2.
Episode 2? What about Fallout Episode 2? Benjamin Linus is in it?
I didn't I need to watch it. I
don't know. I don't know who Benjamin Linus is. Sorry. Is that someone important that I should know?
Yeah, he's from Lost. That's what I'm saying. He's from
I know,
Lost.
but I didn't watch Lost. I don't like Lost.
Well, then fucking get bent.
I mean, I liked Alias for like 2 seasons, and then that got stupid.
What the fuck does that have to do with Lost?
Because what's his name do?
Are we just talking about garbage television shows?
Didn't J.J. Abrams do Lost?
Yeah, he did.
And he did Alias, right?
Yeah.
I'm not. What I was saying is, I'm not that big of a fan of J.J. Abrams.
He was part of it. I don't know if JJ was everything in this, but anyway.
I don't know. So who's it? Who am I looking at? Benjamin
Linus? Michael Emerson.
I don't know.
The same character in every show.
Oh yeah, dude. No, see, I know him from what was that? What was that television show with the AI the Jesus, the guy that played Jesus?
He tried to figure out the.
Come on, help me out here, guys. There was an AI computer, and him and Jesus teamed up, and they for 7 seasons, they saved people. What was that show? That show was great. That's what I know Benjamin Linus
Quantum
from.
Leap.
No, it wasn't Quantum Leap. It was an AI.
Jesus.
Person of interest. Uncapped Turtle
That's what it was.
for
Yeah.
the win.
I was
dude.
like, you mean that procedural show
For
he was
the
on?
win.
He teamed up
Uncapped
with
Turtle
Jesus?
is my hero every day.
Wait,
I don't care if you
teamed up
like
with
Fallout 2.
Jesus on that show?
Yeah,
Or-
Jesus
or-
was on the show.
Or a guy named Jesus? Like, what are we
no,
talking about?
The Jim Caviezel?
Caviezel? Yeah.
Yeah, Jesus from the Mel Gibson movie.
God
Jesus worked with an AI to save people. It's a great
God
show.
damn
Super sci-fi.
The A-Team.
Yeah, I like that show.
All right. So what
I did not know Benjamin Linus was on Lost, but that's because I've never watched an episode.
we started getting into the fact that it's the 25th anniversary of the Star Wars. Does anybody even care? Does anybody even really care about
Let's keep talking about Fallout because I love Fallout.
Okay, let's
The
fucking
power
get done
armor
with
system in Fallout 4 is good. Piper would be good, but she's a journalist. Otherwise, Fallout 4 was meh. The graphics were nice. Dude, get mods. I modded the heck out of Fallout 4 so much so that I just play an NCR Ranger lost in the New England wasteland. And it was a lot of fun. And I kill everybody.
New England wasteland.
I mean, I Minecraft everybody in a video game. The Brotherhood of Steel, I get rid of them. The Institute, I get rid of them. The only people I like, I don't even like those people trying to help out the synths. I get rid of those people. Minutemen, all the way. All the way. I like disorganized freedom.
Okay.
Yeah, dude. Mods for PC all the way. PC, master race, or go home, you console peasants. That's what I have to say.
Playing mods on the map. Mod wasteland.
Yeah, dude. It's pretty awesome. Yeah, let's talk about this Phantom Menace, dude.
It's been 25 years. It's kind of I don't know. It was one of those that if you were alive, you knew where you were when you first watched The Phantom Menace. It was kind of a big deal in 1999. I know that we were both there. I was a senior in high school. We decided as a senior class, we all agreed that it would be senior cut day on the day that it came out. And we all caravanned into a bunch of people's like Tahoes and Suburbans and Broncos and drove over the mountain from our little town in the Napa Valley over to Santa Rosa, went to a theater, and we bought all the tickets for a showing, almost all the tickets. And it's absolutely stupid. But like right before the credits started, and you got the bam, like right before, it's just so quiet. And I had to stand up and I was like, St. Helena High School football rules. The entire theater is just like, yeah. And then it goes, boom, it was a blast.
I got to address something real quick, though. PlayStation Master, there's no such thing, Andrew. There's no such thing.
I love PlayStation.
PlayStation is for that. I have a PlayStation and I enjoy the NHL hockey on the PlayStation, but that is console peasantry. That is console peasantry. There's only one master race, and that is the PC Master Race.
Oh, console peasantry.
Sorry, I gotta talk trash, Andrew. We do appreciate you though. WoW, yes, I used to play WoW.
Whoa.
And I did WoW Classic during COVID because what else were you gonna do during COVID in California, Los Angeles?
Certainly not any booger sugar. That's for sure.
Yeah, dude. So, this is a funny story. My friend somehow had a bootleg of it before it came into Australia. Speaking of bootlegs,
of Phantom Menace.
Of Phantom Menace. Nice. Yeah, because Andrew is he lives in the land down under. Can you hear the thunder? You better run for cover. So we do appreciate because it is like morning time for Andrew.
Really?
I don't know what it is about Australia, but I have so many friends. So World of War. I'm making a connection right now. World of Warcraft.
No wonder
Australia.
He was so offended by my cosplaying. he was like, the fuck? I wake up to this guy.
But I have so many friends in Australia because of World of Warcraft for whatever reason.
That's
like,
fucking awesome.
It's the weirdest thing. They wake up early in the morning and I'm playing late at night, and we're just going through and playing in the world of Azeroth. Although I don't play the game anymore because it's a time vampire, and I'm trying to get a comic book done. All right, so we're going back. Sorry, I don't mean to derail. We're going back to Phantom Menace. Let's talk. Oh, it's 9:50 a.m. in Australia. Morning, sir. I hope you had some toast with Vegemite because it's terrible.
Had a Vegemite sandwich. All right. Well,
isn't orange marmalade also popular in Australia, or is that just England?
Orange marmalade's awesome.
Oh,
I mean, it's not like my favorite, but like it has moments.
No, my favorite thing on toast is Knott's Berry Farm boysenberry jam.
Boysenberry.
And if you don't know what a boysenberry is, I'm sorry that your life is empty. You probably play video games on a PlayStation.
It is a cross between two very delicious berries, and the boysenberry does not grow wild.
Three.
Oh wait, that's right.
3.
It's like the raspberry.
Papa Salty is about to correct everyone right now because he's growing boysenberries. It's a loganberry, a blackberry, and I think a raspberry or
and a
blueberry.
raspberry. Yeah, something like that. It's not
raspberry?
it's the huckleberries. Huckleberries don't grow wild. They only grow like you have to farm them or something like that.
Andrew Campbell is a great guy. He's one of the best guys out there in the Comicsgate community. And we really appreciate you, BTM, and Andrew Campbell for being here. All right. Star Wars.
This is just a little Star Wars. They put out just a little something to kind of be like, hey, remember this movie?
So
actually
bad.
It's a great shot,
So
but
bad.
then you're like, oh god,
They don't even let it. Look at that. Who did
what
this?
font was that?
First
Wait a
off,
minute.
Who did
What
this video?
What font
is
was that? Wait a minute. What font is that? Are we dealing with Papyrus again? What is going on right
that's
now?
like a font that you would use for a fantasy, like a really cheesy. This is a font you would use.
I didn't even think about it before, but as soon as like we both were just like, wait a minute,
Yeah.
what font is that?
No. That is a.
This is
that
put out by
if
Star Wars.
That's a what's it called? As You Wish.
As You Wish. All right, so every generation has a legend.
Is there no sound?
Oh wow.
Where's the sound at?
You're not getting sound?
No, we're not getting sound, dude.
Oh, dude.
No sound. We need
That's
sound.
uncool. All right.
We
Hold
need
on a second.
sound.
We'll work it out. I thought you were getting sound. It was. Hold on a second. It was somewhere around here. It was on there. Reels. It was here. All right. Let's try it like this. Sorry, y'all. I mean, geez. What am I even doing here? This is it's gonna be vertical. So that's a little weak sauce. But
Oh, is this on Instagram?
yeah. I mean, I have it, but it wouldn't let me. I guess it wouldn't let me
do a lot of things now that I couldn't do before. Create things that weren't possible to create before.
create things that are just absolutely ridiculous.
How did a man so like I feel like there had to have been some nepotism going on in Hollywood, because while Star Wars is a really, really great idea, and it was a really, really great idea.
You mean that's why Kathleen Kennedy still exists?
Yeah, it's gotta be, right? Like, good Lord. But like George Lucas has never made a great film. Right? He's created a great world.
What do you think about THX 1138 or whatever? Wasn't that his first or second film? It's the one with the bald guys.
Yeah,
kind of a 1984-ish kind of a
No, the only the best Star Wars film is The Empire Strikes Back, and he didn't direct it.
And he didn't do that. Hold on, let's give this one a couple more seconds.
Yeah, no one's excited about this.
Sorry.
listen.
Episode 1 is my favorite.
The
What?
generation that
No,
first
that
saw
is
it.
nobody's favorite. I'm sorry. Phantom Menace is no one's favorite. That
And
is
then-
the worst one.
And then they have Ewan McGregor coming in, and underneath he's like, the generation that saw this first.
So one, that's their Star Wars. They love it.
That's their Star Wars. They love it. Do
Okay,
they?
first off, if that's the first Star Wars that
they?
your child saw, you're a terrible parent, and you should CPS should come and take your kid away because you're the worst parent ever. If you were like, hey kid, I'm going to introduce you to this amazing world made by a dumb person with no neck, it's just a head on shoulders. I'm going to introduce you to this amazing world that's super cool, that's way beyond that person. And that's the first movie? That's child abuse. I'm sorry, that is child abuse.
All these years later, you can see it, you can feel it.
Anakin Skywalker, meet
Oh my
Obi-Wan
gosh, that
Kenobi.
poor kid. That
You
poor
must have
kid.
I mean,
Reflexes of your race fast. Very fast, very dangerous.
and then we start getting into stuff that we can't necessarily, continue to show. But
Is
it's-
that really? Are you messing with Simply Green? Is that the font that was in the beginning? Gungan Sands. I'm gonna look that up. I
oh
think
my
that's
god,
fake.
can you
I think
imagine?
that's fake.
That's
I'm
hysterical. That's a
I
great
used to
joke.
do- That is a great joke.
Gungan Sands.
Because it's not. You
Gungan,
yeah, Simply
Gungan,
Green.
Gungan script,
That was
medium
good.
bold.
That was good. That is a bad font, though. I'm sorry. Is that it? Is that all on the video?
Now there's more on it, but it's going to get into some stuff that I don't think we can continue to show. But and they give John Williams a nice blowjob, and they give
Whoa, hey!
Lucasfilm a nice Joe Blob, and they
What up, Chris Bacon?
What up, Chris
So it's
Bacon?
just a bunch of like, oh, let's all feel good about the giant turd that we created 25 years ago.
Yeah, like, oh, hey, remember this? Hey, by the way, hey, everyone who hasn't seen this yet, go back and watch this because, like, hey, maybe I don't know, maybe someone will like it. Like, I don't know.
Yeah.
But I'm not. It was such a big deal at the time, and I couldn't be less interested in celebrating it 25 years later. Like, it's not Woodstock, dude. Like, nobody, and it's not the original trilogy, and no one's gonna celebrate the 25-year re-release of like, The Last Jedi or whatever the any of the last three. Like, no one's gonna celebrate those. Like, it doesn't matter. But like, okay, that's great. I would celebrate the the release of the animated series of the Clone Wars before I would celebrate.
That's actually good,
Come
though.
on. Yeah, it's fantastic.
That's actually good.
Yeah, it's
like
fantastic.
the animated stuff
Both
is
of them,
great.
Both of them are. The one that's done by
Yeah.
the Samurai Jack animator is great, but unfortunately it was truncated and it was very short, but it was super cool.
I just don't know. I
love those. The Star Wars animations are usually very good. They're so heavy on the moral of the story and whatnot. But in between, there's great war stories. There's great tactical advantage and like interesting information. It's pretty cool.
So I'm a big Star Wars fan. Like, I love the world. Like, I do. I really love the world. But if I'm being honest, the things that make me love Star Wars are the first Star Wars. And when I say the first Star Wars, Episode 4, A New Hope, Empire Strikes Back, Return of the Jedi is garbage. I'm sorry. Trash pandas aren't taking out stormtroopers.
Return of the Jedi is garbage.
Yeah, dude, it's a bad film, man. It's a bad film. It's a really bad movie. It's basically the same movie as New Hope because they're doing the same thing. They're doing the same thing. They're blowing. Oh my god, they're gonna blow up the star.
It's not the best. But it's
again.
not garbage.
No, it's pretty bad. And then you got the trash pandas running around, and they're like, "Oh, we're like Aboriginals with like bow and arrow and stones, and we're gonna take out the Empire."
They're
yeah,
so
okay.
cute. I mean, come on.
So dumb. It's so
And
dumb.
Warwick
It's so
Davis.
Dumb. So basically, New Hope, Empire Strikes Back, and then garbage.
Empire
garbage,
is
garbage.
so good. Empire,
and
so
then
good.
Knights of the Old Republic 1, and then Knights of the Old Republic 2, and
Ooh,
then
nice,
all the
yeah.
the animated stuff, all the Clone Wars and all that. Those are the good things. Everything else is hot garbage, is embarrassingly bad, and I don't care. I'm right, and everyone else is wrong.
I'm right, and everyone else is wrong. On this episode of Salty and Sav, yeah.
Because everything in the Star Wars world is tainted because of that horrible troll lady, Kathleen Kennedy.
Oh my dear lord!
And
That's the
everything
second
that
time we
Lucas
brought her
did
up.
after Empire Strikes Back.
Yeah, she's like, oh, I was a PA on Lucasfilm, and it's like, how are you the boss of everything now? What happened?
Dude, Hollywood's that way though. It's like who's got the sharpest elbows, who fits into the DEI spectrum, who's a nepo baby, right? Because it's like, oh, Seth Rogen, how did that guy get so popular? Oh, his aunt worked at Fox as a VP.
Oh, really?
You know, yeah. Everyone that you think is like, how did that guy get famous? Yeah, their aunt or their uncle or their dad is an executive at one of the studios. That's how that works. Like the other guy that was,
I did get into the industry because a guy I went to high school with was working as the production manager for a TV show, but he got me in at the lowest possible thing as a runner. I was picking up coffee and getting people's lunches, and he was like, now it's up to you."
Yep.
And so I took like what I
knew.
No,
that's just life.
He didn't
right?
give me any, and he was he was the kind of guy that was always like, you get no special treatment from me, dude.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I like you and all, but nope, this is not happening. Like, I get high school together, but he was a couple, like 2 years older than me or something like that. I was in class with his sister, so. But nonetheless, it was a blast. Like okay, and then actually working your way up.
Yeah, which you actually have to when you're a white straight male. Oh, I said it. Andrew Campbell says he knows a guy that works in LA. Apparently, she's a real ball buster. Yep, she's got sharp elbows and she knows how to play that Survivor Island game pretty much better than anyone. Because the only way that she's been able to, like, she's like a cockroach, dude. Like, honestly, the audience has, the fan base has kind of nuked Star Wars because they rejected the last 3 films. And the fact that she's still a cockroach attached to this thing is like,
and these other ancillary films that they were like, oh, we're gonna do this film that's directed by the chick that did the Wonder Woman stuff, and it's gonna be all about the starfighters, and we're gonna do this and that, and all of those things have not happened, and they've just slowly been pushed back, and everyone's like, that. Okay, like that was a bad idea, but poorly executed. That was a bad idea, or that was a decent idea, poorly executed. That was a bad idea. That's a bad idea. And they were gonna throw money at everything, and then they just went, wait a minute, we now also just fired enough people that we can't really make all that stuff.
Do you think that she's the reason why season 3 of The Mandalorian was crap and why Boba Fett was crap? Do you think it was her, or do you think hiring decisions?
I feel like there was too much of the desire for nostalgia, especially in the Boba Fett one. It got too campy. It got too like, oh, people want to see this. I mean, I'm not gonna lie, Cad Bane, like, absolutely, I want to see that guy. His voice, that whole character.
But you don't have to write it bad. You could still write that stuff.
You could, but it was all done. The whole thing was done a little more campy. I think that they were hoping to kind of truncate stuff. They were like, we know we're gonna do another Mando, but we don't know how many more Boba Fetts we're gonna do. So let's like put a lot into this and make it kind of move real quickly. Get a lot of characters.
I think the problem is like Mandalorian was good.
I didn't hate it, but it wasn't the best. Mando's so good though. I really love Mando. It's fantastic.
Well, Mando's good because we're gonna make a spaghetti western in space, because
the music is unbelievable.
That is Star Wars. Star Wars is a western in space. And so Jon Favreau was like, he got it, you know, like the first 2 movies of Star Wars are the best because they're freaking western. Because I mean, New Hope is a spaghetti western. I mean, George Lucas got the idea from Akira Kurosawa, who basically got the idea from Sergio Leone, right?
Yes, it's all an incestuous like.
I mean, it's just inspiration from inspiration.
5 or 7 guys who created the stepping stones that are like all films now.
Oh, dude, Eric DeBunk! Shout out to my favorite liberal living in. I think West Virginia or Virginia, West Virginia.
Goddamn liberal!
If you haven't checked out Eric DeBunk's show, it's pretty good. Even though he's a dirty liberal. No, he's actually a really nice guy. I'm on a show with a dirty liberal, so what do you want from me? But you guys should check out his show, Eric DeBunks.
Not a dirty liberal.
I'm just teasing you, dude. I'd like to tease everybody. Super stand-up guy, really nice guy, and he's got a great collection of fancy glasses. And dude, I have to hit you up because
Fancy
I need
glasses?
to know how
Like-
your glasses don't have glare, because my glasses have
I thought
glare.
you were talking about these glasses.
No, like these glasses, right? So he's got glasses and they have no glare. And I'm like, bro, how do you have glasses with no glare?
Unless he
My Elton
angles
John frames. Oh, they're so
Unless they're
nice.
angled.
They need no glare. I need no glare. But thanks for coming by, dude. Like seriously, awesome sauce of you.
Thanks for
and
coming,
then
boy.
Frost Comics, again, another person on YouTube. You should check out, subscribe and follow him. Like and subscribe our channel, please. And then all the
Frost
people that
Comics,
we shout
though.
out.
Thanks for showing up,
dude.
Frost.
He's got a comic book too, and in fact, Frost, you should message the Baron and send your link to the Baron so that we can post your
Wherever the
your
chat's
comic book
at.
show. No, Eric DeBunks
On
is
your
great,
screen.
dude. I like to bust his chops, but he likes to bust everyone else's
I
chops
like to
because he
bust
debunks everything. Because he debunks everything.
He's a debunker?
Yeah, he's a debunker.
Oh.
Big time debunker. He's like, let's
Interesting.
take a look at this. You said something. Let's look.
All right, so what else are we doing today? We're talking about role play.
Oh yeah.
Play. We were I mean, we've gone through so much of this I mean so many different franchises. But we're hoping to get to this interesting topic that I've been Salty hasn't been necessarily as much diving into it, but I've been kind of fascinated by this role play whole subsection of the internet that is these servers full of people playing a game that you would normally play where you blow up someone or destroy stuff, or your main goal would be, absolute chaos because it's a video game. You can do whatever you want. But
We're talking about RP servers.
But they decide to
RP for role play.
But they decide to structure the nature and the interactions of this entire server to where it's like regular life. It's not fantasy or anything anymore. But the fantasy is like, oh, you get to be a police officer. And not just like, oh, you get to play a police officer. Like, the codes, and in the game, you call on your radio to other police officers. Like, hey, I got a 294. We got to bring this one over here. And we're going to go ahead and I'm going to write you a ticket for speeding. Like, it is beyond ridiculous. And I've done a deep dive into a couple of different areas. There's World of Warcraft, which of course everybody is familiar of,
There's stories. So World of Warcraft is crazy. World of Warcraft, there was a role play incident that actually kind of made the internet where two people decided to go into the Nomergon or the Ironforge train. When you go through Nomergon, if you played World of Warcraft, you know what I'm talking about. There's the Ironforge train that goes to Stormwind, and in the subway, essentially it's a subway, a steampunk like subway, there was two characters that decided to disrobe meaning they took all their gear off and they knelt down and they started to have a lovemaking session within the RP server of World of Warcraft, because people that play on RP servers are freaking weird.
It's but yes, they are super weird. And what I love, though, my favorite thing is when content creators go into these servers and just begin to cause havoc. Because these guys are just trying to, I just want to, why would you play the rules of the game? Oh, that's VDM, which is like, if you kill someone with a vehicle, like just drive over them, like you would in a game. Like you would just drive over an NPC. Yeah. You're like, it doesn't matter. Fuck this NPC. But everybody in the game is a person. The guy who's working at the liquor store, the guy who's driving the bus, the guy who's driving the taxi.
Yeah, it's like Half-Life. It's like Half-Life.
So it's so unreal, especially in areas like in games like GTA, where the whole point is to steal cars and to shoot people and to drive stuff and to that's the whole.
It's the best thing to do. on an RP server. If you're playing on an
Literal
RP
gang.
PvP server and someone in real life dies, because this has happened in World of Warcraft, like someone died and they had like a funeral for that person in the game on the RP PvP server, and a bunch of people on the opposite faction decided it would be a good time to raid that funeral and kill everybody, which I'm sorry, that's hilarious. And kudos to the raiding party that PvP'd the heck out of those people. Hey, later, BTM. Thanks for coming, man. We appreciate it.
BTM, thank you much. Yeah, as per usual.
Yeah, dude.
So I'm gonna
RP servers are nuts, man. I have comments. I'll withhold. Let's take a look at the stuff that you wanted to show us.
Yeah. I got this this cat Soup. If you're at all familiar with YouTube, you've probably come across this young hillbilly redneck from, I think he's from Georgia or something like that. He's super funny. His videos are just him going into these RP servers and just trolling these guys, and it gets pretty ridiculous. I think he's trying to join, because again, there's like jobs and duties, so you can like join, the police or join the Secret Service or whatever. So let's see.
Real quick though, before you start, so the New Adventures of Henry said, people have also gotten married. Yeah,
characters.
So bro, I played on World of Warcraft. I played on a non-RP server because I'm not a lonely weirdo. And there was a couple that was getting married in game, and they weren't getting married in real life. They weren't a married couple in real life. They were just two gamers that live like on opposite sides of the country, and they were going to get married. So a couple of us decided to crash the wedding, and we all got like,
it's so great.
Like I had my samurai costume. One person had the trinket that transmogged you, and he was a big giant Tauren and stuff. And we basically ran around naked, shouting and running through the wedding, and interrupted the wedding as best as we could, shooting off our fireworks and stuff, because you guys are weird. That's weird. Okay. Oh, that looks nice.
It's delicious.
That looks nice. All right, let's watch this video.
That was a gift from my
Let's
bro.
watch this video.
Let's go back to where were we at? To this. Yeah, so trolling salty admins with mods. So these guys go on and they just kind of throw havoc into these people's, games.
Oh shit! What the fuck? Let's go join the Secret Service. The government's coming after us. Let's join the Secret Service. Maybe they'll leave us alone.
The government's coming after us. Let's just join it.
What's up? Is this where you join the Secret Service?
Yes, it is.
Hell yeah.
A table.
I'm gonna do the interview of you, okay?
Want to know how to create awesome
an ad. Why don't you have ad blocker? What are you doing?
Dude,
I don't know. That's not video ads.
All right, hold on 1 second, man. I'm waiting on my friend to pull up. There he is. Hey, we got an interview. We got an interview for the Secret Service.
Where you guys wanted to interview too? Or join United States
Join
Secret
what?
Service?
Join what?
Join the Secret
Join-
Service.
Service?
Oh, how do we join the fucking Secret Service? Where's the guy at?
Fuck it up.
Oh my god.
Bro, I just wanted to join the Secret Service.
So
I
is
didn't
this
sign up.
is this
What is
GTA?
Kermit doing with that arm?
Dude, I don't know, man. That thing's getting sturdy. What the hell?
Put the RPG down.
Shut the hell up.
Yeah, fuck. How the fuck are you not dead?
Because I'm God, bitch.
Oh, because you're an adult.
What
the fuck is up?
What the fuck you doing, man? What is that?
Oh my god, there's a
I'm not
helicopter
even doing
crash.
this shit.
All right, let's do an interview.
All right, let's do it. I'm ready to join, man.
So there's absolute chaos. Like they're just dropping mods. They're doing.
I
all
don't
sorts
even
of-
know what's going on.
There's these kids, like this guy over here on the right, number 271, is legitimately playing a character where he's trying to train this other guy for the Secret Service. But meanwhile, all of this other, and this is all this guy's videos where it's just absolute fucking chaos.
Dude.
It's hold on a second. There's
I don't understand the internet anymore. I play video games all the time, and I still don't understand what's going on out there. Why is it so? Yeah, okay. Well, I'm gonna hold off my thoughts. I have thoughts, guys.
all right.
So is this GTA? This looks like GTA.
This is all GTA. He does. I'm going to show you some Red Dead here in a minute, but this is him on GTA, and this is kind of interesting.
Why are all the cars purple?
Because this is like a whole gang, and everybody in the gang,
Oh,
all these purple cars, like it's super serial, bro.
and they have houses and crap.
They take over this. They take over this whole area.
Let's go fucking take that bus.
He's actually stopping at the bus stop. Hey, we want to go for a ride, fucker. I'm in.
Wait, there's a guy that drives a bus?
Yeah, going for a ride on the Grand RP bus.
Excuse me, sir. Why did you make
What?
my friend sit in the back of the bus?
Yeah, I don't want to sit back here. Look at all these empty seats. This is fucking racist.
These guys are like, they're straight up in this happens in Alabama or Mississippi. That's where this guy's at.
Georgia. I think he's from Georgia.
Oh, he's from Georgia. Same thing. Okay.
They're
same
pretty.
thing.
They're pretty.
They're all below me, so they're less than me. Okay.
But it's like, yeah, they got on a bus because there's a guy who's actually driving the bus.
You're a piece of shit.
You just say it's because his name was Obama?
I'm not the one that made you sit back there.
This is
the guy just drives a bus.
Driving a bus in GTA.
Yeah, and he's stopping at every bus stop too.
Oh my
Hey, take us to somewhere where there's a lot of people, you fucking loser.
So they just go onto these servers and do stuff like that. It's pretty hysterical. There's
What
a guy.
is going, dude? This has to be a thing that we do on the Salty and Savage show.
There's a guy.
We got to do Monday Mayhem. So Monday nights, you and I will go on GTA games and like RP servers, and we'll do this for Monday Mayhem. That's what we're doing.
What do you guys? How do you guys feel about Monday Mayhem? Will you guys come watch Monday Mayhem? Where we do this Mondays live?
We should do this Mondays live.
Then there's this other totally different subset. Now I could watch videos of Soup all day. You can check him out on YouTube. Soup. He's hysterical. He's got a band too. He's like a talented young guy, and he's pretty fucking hysterical. But
that's funny, dude.
But
I mean, it is fun to.
I watch a lot of the
to
guys'
grief our
videos.
peers. It is really fun to grief role
And
players.
and especially the salty young British kids who are like playing police officers, he just gets on their nerves so bad. But there's also Red Dead Redemption. So in Red Dead Redemption, in online, there's some RP servers where there's an actual like Vanderlyn gang that is super duper serial about what they're doing.
It's hard to wrap your head around, to consolidate the idea of a tough, organized gang of brothers and sisters with a video game. A gang that doesn't aim for territory or reputation or pride, but for something more. This is something different. On the 15th of April 2020, a man I'd never met before, Artorius, contacted me with an offer. An inside look at Red Dead Redemption's toughest clan. His clan, the Reaper Lords.
The Reaper Lords. Oh, we're so fucking tough.
Oh my god! Oh my god! It's so sad.
And shout out to White Light, the guy whose video we're playing, because he did a great job, and he kept a straight face through this whole thing.
Hey, let me tell you something.
But,
Simply
like,
Green.
Let me tell you something right now, Simply Green. Let me tell you something. Edgelords, keep those freaking weirdos in check, okay?
Dude, these guys. So hold on. I think he gives you a little.
What do you think when you hear that name?
Well, I'll tell you what we think.
This so-called most organized group were pitched as a thriving outlaw gang with a highly structured, disciplined crew, well-defined operating protocols and hierarchy. Intrigued, I did some digging. Oh, these guys were no startup. IGN.
Oh, these guys were
There's no
startup. Oh, I tell you. But this is kind of fascinating.
Had been allowed a brief overview a year ago, and Vice ran a story on the GTA side of the coin in 2016. But Artorius was offering me access.
So apparently there's Reaper Lords in GTA as well, which is like,
oh wow,
what?
It's like no
So
one has.
essentially, it's a guild. It's like a you know
But
Elder
they
Scrolls.
They
or
treat it
guild.
like an MC, like an actual motorcycle club, where you have to spend so many times and so many hours like doing certain things. Plus you have to complete certain tasks before you're allowed to wear a vest or do whatever.
7 years. Sounded like an opportunity, but I wasn't about to freely glorify what I expected to be another drop in the ocean of supposedly hardcore clans. Esports groups who aim to play better than everyone else and prove it, or something less professional who aim to play better than everyone else and brag about it. GTA's stereotype was a roving band of tween-age hooligans with far too many shark cards. Call of Duty's was a Modern Warfare 2 quickscope montage with a dancing Technicolor frog. In reality, the expectations that their name and their confidence came with were shattered. Hardcore is to undersell what we're looking at. The Reaper Lords take their time online with a kind of unprecedented resolve, irreconcilable with most people's understanding of online gaming.
Yeah, it like, and he goes into, we're not going to watch the whole thing, but he goes into depth. Like, you have to spend, this is like as if you were an understudy or an apprentice to an actual blacksmith or like an actual trade. Like, you have to spend, when you get off work or whatever, and you spend your spare time in this game doing this shit with these people, and or else you don't go up the ranks, and it's like, so it's just so ridiculous. I won't go too much more into it, but it's
they're
pretty
time traveling incels.
Or are we?
No, they are. They're time traveling incels. I mean, Uncapped Turtle says time traveling incels, and I have to say, yeah, pretty much.
So RP is pretty fascinating. I'm not gonna lie. Like I dig into some of it because of how hysterical it is, but at the same time, I love the guys who go in, make fun of it. But World of Warcraft, the thing is that there are games that have been kind of, like this for years, where people, I mean, there's memes going, go around from the early days of World of Warcraft where someone would do like the stupid dance, like on, over someone's dead body. Or
yeah, but that's fun. Like that's what gaming is supposed to be. Is like
exactly.
When I played World of Warcraft, I never play female characters. Ever in life do I ever play female characters, because I just think it's weird that you like play a game as a female character when you're a guy.
You don't want to be a girl.
But I played a night elf. I named her Punky Puster because I thought that was hilarious.
Oh, Punky. Oh, Punky. Uh-oh. Oh my gosh, did we lose him? I think he'll be back.
That was my sneeze cam.
Yeah, I figured it'd be. I was like, is it a sneeze cam?
Yeah, it was like.
I feel like we got like.
I sneezed pretty heavy, and I didn't want everyone to get their ears blown out. But yeah, like when I play games, I'm naming my characters like. I named my an orc warrior. I named him Turd Ferguson. I had another
terrible name. Never heard of anything like it.
Never heard anything like it. I played another character, and I named him Ty Webb. 2 wrongs don't make a right, but 3 lefts do.
But 3 lefts do.
That's a quote. If you don't know, I'm sorry you don't know.
That's a FedEx joke.
But like, so Uncapped Turtle says, IRP Far Cry 5. I go fishing and shoot meth heads in the game, and occasionally give my diabetic bear pets.
His diabetic bear. Is he normally feeding him gummy bears?
Like, I don't. So I like to play role playing games. Like I really do. Like most of the games that I play. I don't like games on rails. I never liked the Uncharted series. Red Dead Redemption was the closest I would get to a game on rails, and it is a game on rails, even though it's an open world. It's like, you're playing.
Except we're playing online.
Yeah, I like to play role playing games.
I absolutely love Red Dead Online. It's fantastic.
So I play.
I feel limited, but I can just wander around and I can just do whatever I want. And
I used to play I used to play Red Dead Redemption, the first one. And I played Nightmare. As a short, fat Mexican named El Salty. I'm allowed to do that because I have my brother, who's probably watching, is half Mexican. So yeah, I would role play, but I did the short guy because it was harder to get the headshot. Because guys were used to having to do the taller guy. So I played this fat, short, with a big sombrero named El Salty. That was the closest that I did to RPing in Red Dead.
He is the saltiest of all the salties. El Salty.
He was super chunty and hilarious, and I liked it because he had bandoliers. He had double bandoliers across.
Ooh, yeah, I love that. Yeah,
I always had the big umbrella. You know what he looked like? He looked like the meme of the guy where it was all the guy with the big sombrero. That's all like, in Spanish we say like, that meme where they always do like the Spanish thing.
Maybe.
No, I'm gonna have to look that.
Maybe.
Up. I had to look that up.
Maybe. I'm gonna look it up. He's gonna El Salto in the Wax Museum.
Yeah, this guy.
Who? He's gonna show.
Know your meme, bro. Know your meme. Look, just give me the meme, bro. How do I internet? How do I internet? How do you?
How do I?
How do I do the internet?
Where? Oh god damn it! We're good. Everything's fine. Everything's fine. How are you? What?
This thing right here. This thing.
This thing right here. He's trying to shit. Oh, that guy.
Yeah, that guy. That's the guy I played in Red Dead Redemption 1. El Salty. This was El Salty right here. This guy.
El Salty. He's
Spanish
very
word
nice.
for the
Muy
day.
bien.
Budweiser. He says he's a woman. Budweiser's Adam's apple so big.
Budweiser's Adam's apple so big. That's very good.
Yeah,
That's not horrendously terrible at all.
No, it's actually funny.
I love it. It's not terrible. I love it.
He says he's a woman, but why? But woman Budweiser Adam's apple so big.
No, I think we got it.
Okay, sorry,
dude. Do you want to do a Comicsgate Revving Up break real quick? Show our Comicsgate Revving Up video.
Oh
one more
yeah,
time?
dude. Let's show
because
that.
it came up at the top. But for those who missed it at the very top of the show, let's blast our quick little Comicsgate Revving Up video, and then we'll be right back at you. 3, 2, 1.
Freaking great number. No, everything I use is everything I make goes towards freaking racing right now. It's brutal. So just trying to survive. But I fly to a place in March, early March, like the first day of March, to do some shows and maybe talk some shop about.
I'm going to do whatever the chat does. The chat is saying yes, yes, yes. The chat, are you willing to contribute 20, 40, 50 bucks? I'll have a bunch of different tiers up there so that we could raise. I'd like to see 30 grand in a day. I mean, we could do that, like 30 grand in a day. That way I got 10,000 to make something and 20 grand to give
We're here
over
at the
to
shop
Cody.
taking a look at this beautiful beast. It's very green and it's actually much nicer than the actual 3D render. It's got the Ilmore engine in it, all the good stuff. It's gonna be a fast piece, and so I'm about to get fitted in this car and just take a look at this. Thanks to everybody at Comicsgate, everybody that supports your dumbass boy here in his infantile dream, and one final look at this beautiful thing. Wow.
Communities ready for war. Cyber frogs the hero. Cody's the man. Gonna race that alligator. Gonna take a stand. Got tweets in hand, spreading the word. Cyber frogs the hero. Cody's the man. Gonna race that alligator. Gonna take a stand. Got tweets in hand, spreading the word, supporting Cody Dennison. That's what we've heard. I go to race cars, a match made in heaven, revolution on wheels. We ain't deaf, we are still more. That's what we believe. Cyberfrog and Cody taking the culture back. Comicsgate convene has got the rest running. Cyberfrog and Cody taking the culture back. Comicsgate community's got the rest running.
Comicsgate community, yeah! Wow! Motherfucking shit! Wow!
All right. Hey, look, Matt Barr's still around. Matt Barr is a friend of mine. He actually just illustrated a cover for Silence Do Good.
What? You didn't illustrate your own cover? Oh, like an alternate cover?
for issue 2. So I illustrated issue 1. Matt Barr's illustrating issue 2, colors by Brett R. Smith, and then issue 3 is done by Jimmy Reyes, and then Dan Lawless is going to be doing a cover, and then I'm going to be doing a few more covers. But yeah, Matt Barr alive and well, and he just needs to stop fighting with everybody. Like all the time, man.
Is that his thing?
He's saltier than I am. Like I was salty. Matt Barr is salty. I love Matt Barr though. He's a good guy, man. He's a real good guy. All right, what do we? So, dude, I gotta go back to the RP thing because
let's go back. What do we
I
got?
have thoughts and a bit of a rant. So, warning, rant ahead.
Hold on.
Sorry,
feeling.
I'm going. So the reason why so many people are playing on role-playing servers is because of a couple of reasons. One is these are aimless men. These are aimless men that have no duty, responsibilities, who probably feel like they're failures at life, mainly because society is
there yet.
Well, society
so
is
young.
Society is rejecting men, right? They're crapping on men. It's being a lot harder for men to get jobs. It's getting a lot harder for men to find wives. But also society's taxing us to death. It's forcing us to own nothing and be happy. And you get this a lot. Like most of your RP server type players are living in areas where socialism's high and liberty is low. And they're, usually either they're aimless guys, they're doing stuff because what they're trying to do is they're trying to find purpose in life, and they haven't been able to find purpose in life. So what they do is they plug into a virtual world where they can be someone and achieve things that life, they feel like life is never going to afford them to be able to do. And I understand it completely because life kind of sucks sometimes. And when you live in a city like Los Angeles that taxes the crap out of you, or a country like England that rejects you for,
I can't even carry around a knife in England.
Yeah, it makes sense. I mean, it really does make sense. But I think that's part of it is like
couldn't carry this around even. I mean, come on, mate.
Yeah, I think a lot of the elites are trying to force people into these virtual. They would like to force these people in the virtual worlds because they're easier to control, and eventually they want you in the VR program so they can live off of you like a battery.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean the ones that the ones that kind of kill me are the people that like the
fatherless behavior. Sorry, real quick. Uncapped Turtle says fatherless behavior. Absolutely true, but you'd be surprised how also a lot of it's just getting bad. It's getting bad because society is not. It's just. I'm just gonna drink.
Getting bad. Well, the like I was saying, there's a massed swath of these people who are youth, and them getting into assuming roles of power and like, oh, I'm in the Secret Service, or I'm a police officer in this roleplay server, and asserting that power in a server. And the guys that I was showing that I didn't quite get the clips, but they'll sit and they'll just test the limits that these kids are willing to go to continue to be part of this, to play this role, and it's absolutely ridiculous because first of all, like, just stop taking yourself that serious for one fucking second. Even if you are playing on a role play fucking server, just be like, let's fucking
have fun. There's a guy driving a bus.
Yes.
What the?
Exactly. The guy in the video, he's like, are you fucking serious right now? There's a guy. He couldn't even keep his face straight. He's like, there's a guy driving a bus in GTA.
What?
Like, stopping at every stop. It's unfathomable. Shout out again to Soup and Trippy, who was also in that video. Those guys, they're fucking great.
Dude,
they're great creators.
hilarious.
If you're into GTA, if you're into watching just some wild shit, they have other wild videos, but their stuff on GTA roleplay is hysterical.
And I'm a big gamer. Like, I love playing video games. I absolutely do. I am so dedicated to video games. Me and my wife have 2 televisions mounted on the living room wall so we can watch like Father Brown or Death in Paradise, and I'll play whatever game I'm playing that week or that month. Totally get it. But oh my God, Go outside and touch some grass. Like, go accomplish something. Draw a picture. Make a painting. Do something
with your life.
But I think it has to do a lot, dude. I don't know, man. Is it social media? Like, these people might have like mundane jobs and no hope for a future. Like, I don't get it, man.
I don't think it's always like the worst, but I think what it is there's an unfortunate set of mental circumstances that a bunch of these people are in, mental circumstances, whatever that is.
Yeah.
And driving the bus, hates his bus driving job. He's like, oh God, this is the worst. There's there are some videos where these guys go through, they're like, someone stops them and they're like, you have to have a driver's license. And he's like, fuck, how do I get a driver's license? He's like, well, you gotta go to the DMV. So he like he follows all the steps, and it's the stupidest, most ridiculous fucking thing. Why would you play a game like that? It's GTA. They're like, here's GTA, and you're like, you know what I would love? Some structure. Is it for just like people who are on the spectrum? So like, I mean, I don't know. It's
man.
So crazy.
I honestly,
there are some guys that it definitely sounds like there are some guys who are military or are actually police officers, and they're like, oh, just like I like to kind of do this in my spare time. And
I think
like,
it has
what?
a lot to do with guys that have no responsibilities and nothing to look forward to in life, and so they invest all their time in this virtual world because it's the only way they can feel like they're accomplishing something. Because let's be honest, the deck right now is stacked against young men just trying to do normal stuff. Like young guys are having a hard time even getting a job right now in the market. Like, you and I will probably never be able to go back into our industry and work again because the way we look, the way that we
I'm gonna have to independently,
and the fact that we're having this conversation right now excludes us from being able to work in the industry that we've dedicated 20 years of our lives to.
Yeah.
And that's the world we live in. And so instead of like guys not know, like you and I know, like we know how to start a business, we know how to work, we know how to have self-discipline, but like young men that don't necessarily have that, like, where do they go, man? They're going to these virtual worlds so they could have some kind of accomplishment, because men at the end of the day need to accomplish something. They need to like set out a goal, go forward and accomplish that goal to feel like they have value. And they probably keep chasing that cookie because it's like a quick like adrenaline rush. Like, oh, I did this.
Oh,
but it's like cocaine, dude. It's like cocaine. And it's very fleeting and very hollow and very empty. So they keep doing it. But the alternative is unemployment. Like, what?
Dude, I've been there, and
it's crazy.
Took everything they give me, and they're like, all right, the rest is have a nice time. Enjoy the rest of your time trying to find a job. And yeah,
no, it's really, really sad. And honestly, at the end of the day, it's what let's scroll back up to the chat because someone said it best, and it's what I say all the time.
What do you?
It's what I say all the time.
Democrated,
a verb meaning that your life, everything around you, is utterly crap, chaos, and garbage, and it was created by a certain political party. That the D stands for demon, the R stands for retard.
Which is it? Is it?
Hey, we got Neon Thunderbird here. Oh, check him out. What up, dude?
Oh.
If you haven't gotten a chance, go check out Neon Thunderbird's YouTube channel. Musician, poet, and he doesn't even know it. Actually, probably doesn't know it.
A Thunderbird that wears neon. Motherfucker shit, yeah. Woo. I don't know.
They always continue, the Baron. They always continue.
Salty rant continue.
When you come here, you will come across a rant or two, because you know what? I have to say what I have to say, guys. I have to say what I have to say, and I have to say the Democrats ruin everything, and the Republicans help.
Oh man, there's so much help. Jeez. And then they're like, no. But then not help, and then nobody gets anything done.
Dude, no.
Oh my
I
God.
would rather nothing get done. I would rather nothing get done. Because nothing that gets done means that you and I are free to accomplish what we need to accomplish.
Nothing get done.
But when they start working together, they're spending our money left and right. They're driving up inflation. They're taking more rights away. What was it Patrick Henry who said when Congress is in session? your property and liberty are in jeopardy. And that is so true, man. That was 200 years. That was when the founding of the country, Patrick Henry said that.
Look, I'm not going to say that they told us so.
But they told us so.
But there's a reason that Thomas Jefferson and a number of people wrote certain documents and were like, hey, we're just saying.
Yeah.
You know who's awesome, though? Like, speaking of, like, founding fathers. Benjamin Franklin.
Benjamin Franklin. Do you think that Benjamin Franklin would have used your beard balm?
My
if he had a
beard?
beard?
Benjamin
Beard
Franklin,
balm.
I don't think he had a beard, did he?
No, he didn't have a beard. If he
They
had a
didn't wear
beard,
beards. They
no,
didn't
he was only sort of a man because he was beardless.
I tell you what, he would have
and
done,
clean
though.
shaven.
He would have used it to lube up them ashy Larry clothes.
Yeah.
And on leather conditioning, a little tool wax, because he was a man that knew a lot about fine leather and the use of a proper tool.
I don't think Uncapped Turtle. I don't think Ben Franklin did well with any hair. And in fact,
yeah,
in my book about Ben
In
Franklin, time travel agent known as
this
Silence
book
Dogood,
right here.
he has a full head of hair, and we get to learn why he ends up losing all his hair.
Did you give him the haircut that you wish you had?
I gave him the haircut that I used to have before my hair went the way
that's
that
right.
Ben Franklin's hair went.
That's right.
Yeah.
That's right. Oh man, we're gonna have to
every
do.
young man needs to play with their hair when they have it, because it might go when you're older. And I knew, like, my mom used to be like, "Why do you dye?" My mom used to be like, "Why do you dye your hair all those colors?" And I'd be like, "'Cause Mom, have you seen your father?
I'm gay, Mom. Come on." But we should do we should do a thing when we get, like, I don't know. We're only at like 65 subscribers or something like that. But when we get to like 100 or like 200 subscribers or something like that, we should wear, maybe 500 subscribers. We should wear that like old school wigs. We should get like,
No, you know what?
like
No,
founding
you know what we're
father
doing?
wigs.
You know
What are we doing? What are we doing?
100 subscribers. We're gonna do our show dressed up as Ben Franklin with bald caps, because I won't have to have a bald cap.
I don't know. If we
I
can-
will just.
I don't know.
to
I have
attach
I have a
hair.
feeling we'll get 100 subscribers faster.
We're
than I can
doing
get
we're
a
doing
bald cap.
our next show. 100 subscribers. Oh no, even better. Okay, no.
With real powder.
1,776 subscribers. We're
What?
doing our entire show dressed as Ben Franklin.
All right, so we got
Glasses. Savage will have to wear a bald cap. I will
gonna be
just
something
put
else.
hair around.
We're gonna make it work.
my head.
We're gonna make it work.
Yeah.
Or just
I actually look like Ben Franklin during COVID because I grew my hair really long, and I had like three hairs on top of my head, and then the rest of it was really long down the back. It was actually quite awesome.
The first photo I saw you after, because we hadn't hung out for quite some time.
Yeah.
Even like right before COVID started, there was like a year or two that I hadn't seen you, and you sent me a photo, and you had this. I think you were hunting, and you had this glorious beard, and I was like, "Oh yes, yes!"
Yeah.
He went away and he grew a beard. And the thing is, I still thought you lived here in LA, and I was like,
Yeah, I know.
"Dude, that's amazing. You're looking," and you were like, I haven't been there for months, bro. And BT dubs, and I'm out here just living life, if you know what I mean. And I'm
Yeah,
like,
because we moved during all the COVID fiasco. We moved to the south, and I had a beard down to here. Yeah, and I was hunting coyote because we saw some coyote on the property, so I went out to go track them and try to shoot one. But man, they're it's not like California. Where California, they're used to humans, so when you're in certain areas, you could actually just sit there and like see them and then pluck them off like pretty easy. Out here in Tennessee, man, they're wily. They're wily coyote. They're like
the wild.
Oh,
It's
I
the
hear you
actual
coming,"
wild.
And they run
Yeah.
off, man. They're hard. They're hard to
They
get.
smell
dude.
you.
Yeah, they do.
Look at Uncapped just giving me, man, he throws me so much shade. It's fantastic. White tights and heels.
Hey, listen.
How do you know I'm not wearing white tights and heels right now?
There's nothing wrong with wearing white tights and heels when you're trying to recreate American history. Okay?
It's called cosplay. It's called RP, buddy.
Okay.
It's called RP.
We're gonna RP. We're gonna LARP. We're gonna live action role play. Okay. Oh, you know what? Next week we're talking about LARPing. We're talking about LARPing.
Okay.
We're going to do a
Yeah.
whole thing on LARPing. We talked about
do it.
RP servers this week. We're going to go into what is going on in Western Europe and why are they LARPing wars? Is it because they need to have a
I feel
war?
like if I showed up LARPing, like with an actual axe or something like that, they'd be like, no, thanks. No, we don't want. You're too no.
Oh wow!
Well,
You wish you had an Emmy, Uncapped Turtle. You wish you had an Emmy.
I wish I had an Emmy too. I've only ever won a Clio.
Hey, you don't get the Emmy unless you've been to Weinstein's Four Seasons hotel room, buddy. So, just saying.
Oh my gosh, dude, so funny.
Hey, we all get here on different paths, buddy. We all get here on different paths. Mine actually, the time I was supposed to meet Harvey Weinstein, I was underneath a 1999 Toyota Tacoma changing the starter, so I lucked out.
All right, what should my next drink be? Should my next drink be another damn whiskey, or should it be a beer? Type 1 in the chat for whiskey, 2 in the chat for beer. Come on. Let's see them. No one wants to.
Uncapped regionals are worthy. Hey, any nomination? I didn't even deserve the one that I won. So
A White Russian because of my sweater. Because of my sweater. I don't think I have any Kahlua, bro. I don't think I have any Kahlua. Oh, everyone's typing whiskey.
Well, I mean,
I may need another whiskey.
I'm here with you.
Oh, you're drinking beer. You're drinking like what beer? Brewed?
I am just Miller Lite. Is this beer? I mean, it's just Miller Lite. I am a Miller guy.
You're a Miller guy.
Yeah,
Isn't Miller the champagne of beers?
No, that's High Life. Miller High Life, yes.
Oh, that's just Miller High Life.
Because when we used to sit at the bar, I used to have a shot of Jack, and I would have a Miller High Life because that's all they had.
Oh man,
and
you and our boy Eric Caldwell. What is up with Eric Caldwell? We should get him to come on the show, man.
Well,
yeah,
interesting. All right.
Yeah, so me and Savage, we met at a bar in Los Angeles, and he used to drink the champagne of beers, and I would drink what is called a Sean Collins. Which is just affectionately known at that particular bar, which is a Tom Collins without a cherry in a highball.
Highball, it's got to be the Collins.
Yep. It was not the Blue Oyster, and I'm pretty sure that's a homosexualist reference.
Or am I?
Or
wait, what?
Well, not that there's anything wrong with that.
Not that there's anything wrong with
that. I don't give a crap. Hey, look.
I don't care. This is
just don't talk to kids about your sex stuff, and I'm good. Okay.
Hey, we just scissor butts. That's it.
The chat has spoken.
Have they? Dude, that's the best refill too. It's almost like
how does it come? It just comes magic. It's just like right here.
Like
it just comes magic.
It was like magic. Just man, I do.
So the key to this happening is that you get a really gorgeous wife to marry you, and then you treat her really, really well, and then she treats you well back. That's what happens.
I mean, you're not wrong.
That's what happens.
You're not wrong.
But I am a big fan of marriage. I think every man should be married. Savage. But you only marry a good woman. You never marry the horrible women. And that's why you got to date them. You got to date them. You hang out with them. And usually you can tell.
Right.
Never wear rose-colored tinted glasses. You never wear rose-colored tinted glasses. Even if she's got nice cans and a pretty face. You take those off. And you look at everything with clear eyes.
Everything else.
Because you'll see the red flags. And if there's red flags, you run for the hills. Because if you want to be happy for the rest of your life, never make a modern woman your wife.
If you want to be happy for the rest of your life. So.
You've never known anyone to wear a high life at a bar until you've met Savage. Because that was his favorite. Champagne of beers.
Oh, yeah. That was my spot. They had High Life. There weren't even a lot of places that had High Life, so that was my thing.
They never had beer on tap, which was kind of sad.
No tap. That's right. They didn't have beer on tap.
It was all bottled. They never got a tap.
Mixed feelings about it until
I drank hard liquor
until I didn't care anymore. Yeah, it was weird, but I could always get a High Life, and there weren't a lot of places that would have High Life. and you get and it was the nice tall bottle too. It wasn't like the can or anything.
No, it was
like
the big.
that.
It was the big
The
chilled bottle.
MGD.
Yeah, that's right. Hey, you
Classic
never apologize for anything that you
Miller
enjoy.
Genuine draft. I have
You
had
know?
many. Just Miller. Miller is my brand. I'm not a Budweiser guy. I'm a Miller guy. Although I am also a big fan of Busch.
Oh my gosh.
Because it's so easy drinking.
Busch?
And
You
I'm about
like
to move.
Busch?
I'm about to move to Iowa, where that stuff
that's fitting.
flows
That's
like
quite
water.
fitting. That's actually quite fitting. My favorite beer is Grolsch because I'm bougie.
Grolsch is great.
And
Grolsch
I love
is great.
Peroni because I'm also bougie.
I am a Moretti guy. If you're gonna go Italian beer,
Moretti.
I prefer Moretti instead of Peroni.
But my number one.
Who's did anybody else out there? Moretti
All-time
instead of
favorite.
Peroni?
No,
Does
no,
anybody
no.
even? There's gonna be
Peroni.
one person who's even had both of those beers in the chat.
The number one all-time
Moretti.
favorite beer of mine
Yeah, Natty Ice
is Kirin Ichiban.
Kirin Ichiban.
Kirin Ichiban.
Very good. Extremely
Unless
good.
I'm at the Cha-Cha in Los
Every-
Angeles. Do you remember the Cha-Cha in Los Angeles?
I go to Katsuya to have my Kirin.
Ooh, yeah.
Ooh, I don't
you
know
never
if I've
been to the Cha-Cha?
I know
It's
what you're
right,
talking
it's right
about. but
across
I
the street from the Red Lion
I haven't been to it.
in Echo Park.
No, I know what you're talking about. Yeah.
Yeah, they have PBR. They used to have PBR on tap for 50
mhm.
cents. And that was
was a
also
thing.
very delicious.
But no, I'm
Because if you've never had PBR on tap, it's actually quite a delicious beer. It's so cheap.
Katsuya, one of the greatest sushi restaurants in America, is down the road, and that's where I always get the tall Kirin when I'm having my spicy tuna on crispy rice or the oh dude, you loved Katsuya when you were here, right?
Actually, no.
No.
My favorite place.
What? Get out of here.
What was my favorite place?
Get out of here.
Katsuya was good. Katsuya was good, but I was more. There was this one place, and it was on Ventura Boulevard, and I cannot remember it.
There's
I
so
think-
many.
I think my wife is watching. Oh,
Iroha?
wait. No. it was-
Iroha?
I think my
Tucked
wife
back?
is watching. Wife, please text me the name of the restaurant that we would go to because they had the best sushi in Los Angeles.
Okay, go on. There's a bunch of
Asahi
Asahi's-
Super Dry is
I
not better
appreciate
than
that.
Kirin, okay?
I
No.
appreciate Asahi Super Dry.
The direction of beer that
but-
goes, and I enjoy all three of those Japanese beers, but it goes
because
Kirin
they're not even
Ichiban.
all made in Japan.
It's Kirin Ichiban, it is Sapporo, and then it is Asahi. And all three of those beers are better than any American beer, and only Grolsch and Peroni are better than Asahi. Sapporo and Kirin Ichiban are better than those two. And the restaurant, as my wife texts me, is Izakaya.
Izakaya.
Do you remember Izakaya? That is the best sushi place in all of Los Angeles.
It is
and
a
I've been to
extremely
so
good
many of
sushi
them.
spot. Yes.
Yes, better
I've
than
only been there-
Katsuya.
Only been
Because
there like
Katsuya
one or
was
two
too.
times.
It was super Hollywood, like super Hollywood.
I used to go to the OG one, and so it was very. It felt cool because it was super intimate. I've had dinners with. I've actually had Katsuya with a number of interesting.
Listen,
famous people. What do we got?
Listen on Caps.
Oh, listen. You guys like weird beer. I used to brew beer for BJ's Restaurant and Breweries.
Yes,
I
you
actually
do.
made the beer.
Yes, we do, Kitty. We
I
love
love
weird beer.
all sorts of weird beer. The best thing is when I worked in a brewery, and my brewer, we became such like good chums, good pals, good friends, that we would experiment with beers and like fuck around with like mixing beers in kegs. So we would take like, we're gonna fill the keg halfway with a porter, and then we would clean all the hoses, fix everything up, throw it back together, and then we'd pour the rest of the keg filled with a Hefeweizen. So it's a Hefeweizen mixed with a porter, which is basically kind of like a Dunkelweizen. If you know your beers, if you know your German beers, a Dunkel is fucking delicious and gangster. But it's now one of my favorites because we kind of created this idea, this purple almost beer, because our porter was so like dark and blue and purpley, and our hef was so yellow with so much yeast that we ended up with this purple beer. And he was like, take this keg home for the weekend and tell me what it's like. And it was fucking unreal. It was a creamy, delicious, portery beverage. And it was one of those things that like we'll never be able to make that mixture again. But beer is a fascinating, absolutely fucking fascinating, like living creature. And liking weird beers is 100% a badge that I will wear until the fucking end.
I don't care. I like what I like.
Let's like some weird beers, bro.
I like what I like, and I will never apologize for liking what I like. I actually have 3 bottles left of Lucky Strike or Red Stripe beer. And I love Red Stripe beer. It's terrible beer. It's really terrible. But when you pour it in a frosted mug, it's actually quite tasty.
Traditionally, Red Stripe should be served with a lime. It is a Jamaican beer.
Yeah. No, it's the best with the lime.
It's
although
used to buy it when I was like the one bar in town, in the town that I grew up in, Anna's Cantina in St. Helena. Fucking, we would always get the Red Stripe with a lime because it's fuck, and then you just go funk, drop that bitch down in there.
Though, in a pinch, you get a lemon and you rim it with the lemon.
And
then I rim it, like you do on a Saturday night with your lady. And then it's a delicious beer, dude. It's actually really, really good.
Ray beer.
What is that? Ray beer. Is that something else?
Hooray beer? I'm not sure. PBR is no.
Dude, should we fap something right now?
Back in the day, PBR used to be something, but no, PBR is just fucking garbage beer now. Nobody cares. And if you do, you're caring because somebody else cared and you want to care and you want to think somebody else cares about it and they care about you, what you drink, which is all fucking stupid. Just drink what you like to drink. If you like PBR, that's fine, but don't drink it because somebody else fucking likes PBR.
Let's watch something interesting. Actually, I kind of want to watch this with everybody. A first watch. It just dropped.
Oh yeah, Red Stripe's old commercial. It was Hooray beer. I think it was Hooray, but yes, that's right. It's like Hooray beer.
Oh.
Yes, that is the old Red Stripe commercial. Thank you, Uncapped. This guy knows all the media. This guy's fantastic. I fucking love this guy.
Dude, Uncapped Turtle just needs to what we need Uncapped Turtle for? We need to actually add him on the show. Just to be on the bottom right, doing what he does all the time. Good Lord.
He just has his own comment section just on the right of our thing.
Just live.
Although sometimes he's quite rude. I don't know.
He is.
I might have to meet.
I mean, he said he can't be friends with me anymore because apparently I like the wrong beer. And you know what? That sounds commie to me. That sounds like communist bullcrap to me.
You know what it sounds like? It sounds like communist bullcrap.
All right, let's watch something. What are
we gonna watch?
We're gonna have to watch it because it just dropped. It just came up. All right, let's watch this.
What is it?
Let's watch this.
We normally give you our print numbers at the start of the campaign, which switched up after feedback, and this is how we'll let you in on print numbers until further notice. As you know, Yaira number 1 covers A through C are limited. This means that.
Okay, so
why no? I thought we were gonna get away.
No, are we getting away from it?
Are we getting away from it? About the Ripperverse? No, it's fine. It's fine.
We don't need to talk about it. I can stop the video right now.
It's current.
I can stop it right now. It's fine. It's no big deal.
It's current. But the thing is, I don't want to talk about it like next week. So if you want to talk about it, we're into it. Like let's roll.
I'm retarded?
You know what? I don't want to watch it anymore because I'm tired. I'm tired of talking about it. Never mind. I don't care. We teased you. No one wants to talk about it. I'm so over it. I'm so over it, man. I'm so over it.
Can we talk about how cover B is
you know what? It is really good. Cover B is good. It is. It's good. It's drawn well. It looks exciting. Not gonna lie. Wait, which one's cover B? I like Graham Nolan's cover. I do. I like Graham Nolan's cover.
Minute.
His anatomy is always really good, and I aspire to draw as good as Graham Nolan. And I'm not gonna lie, I'm looking forward to Gooding. I'm probably gonna buy that because my friend Mike Barron wrote it, and it's drawn by Will Conrad. Will Conrad is an amazing artist, so I'm pretty sure Gooding's gonna be good. Gooding. I'm pretty sure that's gonna be really good. Yeah. Sorry, I was gonna watch it, but I'm like, you know what? I don't want to talk about that guy anymore because I really don't like him. I don't like him.
I love ragging on him, but like I feel like it's
tired.
Us doing that, us doing that is
it's tired.
It's punching down.
It's punching up because he's got a much bigger audience than we have.
Is it though?
Well, yeah. It's still
easy,
punching up.
Well, no, it's easy fodder. So it's like
good ging.
Are we? I don't want to be known for being like, oh, all they do is fucking rip on Ripiverse. It's like, but at the same time, get fucked.
Yeah, I just don't like the fact that the guy's a bully, and then he's a bully. He's just
so it's still punching down.
He's a bully. He's totally a bully, dude. I know. All right. I'm over it. All right, whatever. Anyways, changing the subject. I want to talk about it.
Yeah, what's going on now? Oh man, my mouse just decided to go like, oh, let's change the screen. Boop, 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 boop. 6 o'clock on the West Coast. It's 9 o'clock East Coast. 8 o'clock. What is it? Central.
Are you just telling the time now? Are you being the Weather Channel? Do you remember when you could get the time from
At
the
the
Weather
tone?
Channel?
Pacific Daylight Time will
Is
be.
that how old we are?
6:01.
That's how old we are.
PM. Boop. Yeah,
I used to set
all
my
popcorn.
I remember I used to set my watch in high school. I would call the Weather Channel and get the time to.
You
set
would
my
call
watch.
the Weather Channel?
Yeah, dude. We
not,
had it on.
not just popcorn. It wasn't called popcorn.
I don't know. It was the Weather Channel.
That's what
I called the Weather
you would
Channel.
dial like. It was like 1-800 popcorn or something like 1-800 popcorn or 1-800 POP, and then you could put four numbers of any 4 numbers in a row, and it would be like Pacific Standard Time will be. Beep.
Time zones are endlessly fascinating, and I'll be honest. I've lived I live in the South. I live in the Central Time Zone now.
I'm so fascinated. I still want to come to your place, dude. I haven't been there.
You got to come, bro.
I so want to come there. I'm going to show up with axes. We're just going to be like,
we're going to cut down all the hardwood trees. I live in a forest, guys.
We're gonna shoot a video.
It's forest.
You and me are gonna be like trudging through the forest with axes, and it's gonna be like, "Hey, let me tell you about my best friend. Is a warm water thirsting in love until the end." And we're just chopping down trees, like, and we have so much fun.
Dude, I live in a hardwood forest. We're not chopping crap down. We're gonna get the chainsaw out, and we're gonna cut them down with a chainsaw.
Watch me,
because I'm not, dude. No,
watch me.
Yeah, okay. We're gonna start chopping. We're gonna have breakfast. We're gonna keep chopping.
Yeah.
And then it'll fall down, and then we gotta limb it, and we're gonna start limbing it, and then we're gonna go get lunch.
All right.
And then we're gonna go back to limbing it.
I got axes. We're gonna do it. It's gonna be fine.
Dude,
everything's fine.
You got axes. You sent me an axe. I live in a hardwood forest. It's nothing but fox tree, hickory, maple, oak. Trust me, chainsaw.
The hickory and the maple and the oak that you have all are going to be handles.
Yeah.
For axes.
Handles for
going to be so good.
The tomahawk that
I have. Oh my god, the tomahawk. It's tucked away right now, but I cannot wait to actually pull it out and clean it up.
Yeah, so we're gonna film a few spots when he comes down for. Speaking of, if you all don't have anything to do in September, come down to the Chattanooga Comic-Con because me and Savage are going to be there. We're going to do our show live from the Chattanooga Comic-Con, and we're going to have a booth there where I'll be pimping out my comic book and having a good old time. And we're gonna film a lot of stuff in the hardwood forest that I live on.
It would be it'd be a fun. I haven't been to one of these events.
I think this might be a typo, but Papa Salty might be talking trash. Savage can use an axe. He might get 3 to 10.
3 or 10.
No, trust me, Papa Salty. I'm going to chop more than he is. I'll put money on it.
We'll see. We got the axe. We'll be all right.
Oh, Uncapped Turtle's coming to Chattanooga Comic-Con.
Oh, nice.
Mike Barron might be there. I'll be there.
Uncapped should be on the show before that, but yeah, I mean, that's a lot of time before that.
Yeah, would you hurry up and move to Iowa already? Good Lord, what's keeping you in California?
Waiting on escrow and the moving trailer.
Yeah, man.
We're boxing
moving
up
from California.
We were
is
boxing
no
up stuff
joke.
before I started this. It was like bringing stuff out of the bar and all the bar glasses, and we're boxing up all the stuff. It's like, okay, we're never using this.
Everyone's leaving California. Everyone's leaving California.
Oh my god, we
California sucks.
We put the house on the market. And we're like, we feel like this is the right thing to do. This is we got it. We're getting a luxury loft, like a full building with a shop and garage underneath it. We're getting a full building for the cost of what one of our utilities is per month.
Yeah.
It's unbelievable. It's unbelievable. And when I walk out on my deck, I'm going to be able to overlook the Mississippi River. So get fucked. Like
not the Missouri River, which is on that side of Iowa.
No, not
the Mississippi
the
River.
Mississippi. Well, it's
on this.
No, the Miss. We're like right on the Miss. It is a ridiculously awesome spot. I mean, the street that I'm on is actually, the town is so old. The street that I'm on is a brick street. It's old school,
Iowa
man.
looks like
It's
boob.
Old school.
That got cut in half, right? So it looks like a boob. So this part is the Mississippi. And
I don't know what kind of boobs you've seen, but all right, fair enough.
Is a boob that got cut like
I get it
in the middle, right?
That's fine. That's fine. Yeah, sure.
So like this is like the Mississippi, and then this is the
Illegal
Missouri,
immigrants.
and you're gonna be over here. So look it up on a map. But yes,
I don't need to look it up.
Kitty Flip says, "I'm still in Cali, boo." Yeah, Kitty.
I'm still here, but we're all leaving.
Whereabouts in Cali are you? And also, 2 tiers. You should move because California sucks.
Northern
born and
California
raised
used to be
Southern
like
California. He was born and raised in Northern California, and then came down to Southern California, where all the cool kids live. And Cali sucks, man. Cali sucks because Cali got
Democrated.
Henry's worried about if I'm going to get flooding of the river. There is absolutely flooding.
Ken Bob is still in Cali. Sorry.
Flooding of the river.
All right.
Ken Bob is still in Cali. Ken Bob should move too.
Ken Bob. We actually did some analysis. I found some video of the last time it was crazy flooding, and I was able to get some video right along the river, which actually showed where our place is now. And so I was actually able to get some quite high quality drone footage of the last super flood that was like, oh, this hasn't happened in so long in the area. And the area out in front of our place was still totally dry. So we were like, fuck yes.
Oh, so everyone's here is from Cali, apparently. The new Adventures of the Cat said, my family lived in Cupertino very briefly when I was a toddler. Cupertino is where all the garbage humans go to work and live. And those are the people that have actually financed the downfall of California.
So rude. So rude, Salty. Oh my gosh.
Kitty Flip says, at least we're ruralish. Lake Arrowhead. Lake Arrowhead. Lake Arrowhead is beast.
I just we had a cabin in Twin Peaks right by Lake Arrowhead. So Kitty knows exactly where that's at. We had a place in Twin Peaks that we got rid of just a few months ago, and we couldn't have gotten rid of it at a better time.
Wait, Twin Peaks, like the television show?
Like the television show, except for that was a fictional Pacific Northwest town, and this was an actual town in the mountains of San Bernardino.
I know. I know it well.
But our cabin had the best view on the mountain, like unquestionable. If you go to my Instagram, there are photos of the view. It's unmatched. I could see Lake Gregory as well as Silverwood Lake, and I could see all the way over to Mount Baldy as well as all the way up to Tehachapi and the high desert. It was fucking unreal. We had to get out of there. That was my happy place, but we had to get out of there because we got to get out of fucking Cali. We just can't fucking do this anymore. And we had to walk away, hoping that we're going to find that happy place. and the place that I can, bury more axes, as it were, in Iowa.
I grew up going to a church camp right down the way from Arrowhead called Camp Cedarcrest.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you know it?
No, I think I drove by there.
I grew up, man. That church camp was crazy. We did all kinds of pranks there. It was a lot of fun. I love California, but I love California like circa 1988.
The old
to
California,
1990.
right? The Karate Kid California.
No, well, yeah. I mean, because from my childhood was awesome, man. I mean, dude,
the Back to the Future California.
Yeah, we lived everywhere. Like growing up, we were from the San Fernando Valley to the Antelope Valley, back to Burbank, Los Angeles, Hollywood. Like my family, I'm a fourth generation Angelino. My family's been there forever. California was dope, but now it's garbage. It's garbage, 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 garbage. Oh, look, we got Amoeba Artstorm here. 1996, bro. My year was the best year ever. That might be when Amoeba Artstorm was born. This is Amoeba Artstorm. That is her art right there. There.
I remember talking
on
about
the back cover of Sounds Too Good. You guys should actually follow her on the Twitters and the Instagram. Super talented artist. Can't wait to hire her for more artwork. Please buy my book so I can hire more artists like her. Because, dude, seriously, she's got this really great style where it's very much like Andy Warhol meets comic books. Like, look at that, man.
Fantastic.
So cool. She's a really talented artist living in Florida.
We talked about it on the first or second episode.
Yeah.
And
I'm always talking about Amoeba Artstorm. Are you kidding me? She's like the coolest chick, dude. Look at that.
No, it's
look
great.
at that.
I'm into it. The colors are fantastic. We're into that palette. We love that color palette, that retro, new wave, synth wave, mixed with Miami vibe. Fucking A, so good.
So good. She's great. Thank you for being here. We really do appreciate you being here. Uncapped Turtle apparently has sent me
Uncapped. Check your Twitter, bro.
Oh, dude, we should watch this.
What is it?
Oh,
what is it? We're 2 hours.
this.
We're 2 hours and 12 minutes in, and people are still watching us.
There's no
audio. I think we should definitely watch it.
There's no audio, but I'm gonna share this real quick.
White linen suit. Have you been talking to my mother, Uncapped?
Oh, so
I'm gonna be buried in it. I'm not gonna wear it on the show. Okay.
All right, let's watch this video real quick. Okay,
What
so
is
this
it?
this is
okay. Hold on. Let's lose the yeah.
So this is wait, hold on. What is this called? This is called
What is this called? What are we called?
This is basically a video montage or graphic representation of the Exodus of California.
An infographic.
Watch this.
You just fucking watch this.
Everyone's leaving. Look at who are all these people?
And they all go to Austin.
Are they going to New Zealand?
They're all going to Austin.
So the Democrats are going here.
to Austin.
These are the Democrats trying to escape their bad voting.
Seattle's terrible. Austin's terrible now.
Oh my gosh.
Arizona is terrible.
Look at all the Democrats going to freaking upper state New York to ruin it for all those people.
Nobody's going to Iowa.
Oh my god.
Fuck yes.
This is Gavin Newsom and Democrats right here. Democrated.
It's just so many.
But here's the thing. This is also a video of cancer. This is also a video of cancer spreading throughout the body. Because
okay, Tucker.
I'm sorry. This is cancer spreading throughout the body because half of these people vote like morons, and we're voting to let's be nice to criminals. Let's be racist and make race matter in hiring practices. Let's murder babies. Let's raise taxes because that'll fix things. Yeah. And then all these people are like, wait, the results of my voting have been terrible. Let me leave.
You're not wrong.
No, I'm not. I'm always right.
You're not.
Look at this. Look
wrong.
at this. Democrats. Hope to God, Republicans.
Let me just Kitty's scared to leave cat because everyone would be like, "Don't bring your bullshit here." 100%. 100%. I am a guy who was raised in like Northern California, so very like semi-rural. I mean, fucking liberal for sure, but also at the same time very like libertarian. Just like, yeah, everybody, that guy does his thing, everyone does their thing. Like these people have industries. The idea, I've been in California my entire life. The idea of leaving California is so frightening. It's so daunting. But at the same time, thinking about like, oh, you mean there's a number of things that aren't going to be like I'm not going to be restricted on. You mean that simple things like car insurance or whatever are going to be unbelievably lower priced, because you're not living in a place where people are just turned into fucking garbage. Like, what has happened to our beautiful state? Democrat and meow.
Like,
it's
okay. And I will be
painful.
honest.
It's painful.
It's a combination, but it is a combination. It's a combination of Democrats controlling everything and Republicans being so flippin' weak and so spineless that they don't stand for anything, because they're always like, oh, I just want to be they're like the nerdy guy at school that's like, I just want people to like me. Oh. And they're like, oh, what do you need me to do? I'll do that. Okay. And then everything gets ruined because the Democrats are like, hey, let's make murder legal and robbing legal and murdering babies legal. And then we're going to tax everybody and punish successful people. Okay. And the Republicans are like, that sounds like a good idea. Let's do that. And then California gets crapped on. Because I'm going to tell you guys, the D is for demon and the R is for retarded.
They definitely are punishing the successful people. It's weird because I feel like the people that are at the absolute highest point, the people that are running the, say in my area, in running the studios or whatever, like they're not being affected, but everybody who's in that kind of like in between area, everyone who was like, oh, like I was an executive and like I oversaw this whole division and whatnot, like all that's gone. They're like, nope, no more, all garbage. Like none of that money is around anymore. We're just getting rid of everybody. You're either low on the totem pole or you're like way above everybody.
Well, because what they've created in California is a neo-feudalism. I mean, let's be honest. At the end of the day, now it's neo-feudalism. You have three classes. You have the ruling class. You have the military class, which is the LAPD, the San Francisco PD, the enforcer class, and then you have
service.
And then you have the serf class, right? So that's everyone that works.
Well, yeah.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah. No,
it's new. It's the Malibu,
Yeah. Ooh, you have the silicone assholes. And they're part of the ruling class. Dude, California sucks. But the thing is like, we got to get it together and we got to start like figuring out how we do liberty and how we do freedom and how we do we govern ourselves with low taxes and just kind of being awesome. And maybe having rules like, I don't know, don't steal crap, don't murder people. And if you're a douchebag, we put you in prison. And then the rest of everyone's cool and we don't tax the crap out of you. We probably could take our country back, but everyone's just like, leave me alone. Don't say anything. Don't do anything. Don't rock the boat. Don't do it. It's like, grow a pair and take the country back. And I mean by take the country back, like take it back for Americans and people that love freedom.
Don't storm the fucking Capitol though. Like,
no.
Don't be a fucking idiot about it.
Well, let's be honest. They opened the doors and then Grandma walked through and they're like, we must arrest Grandma.
Let's be honest. It was all fucking stupid.
Everybody
involved.
It was a trap.
Everybody
It was
involved.
a trap. It was a trap.
Everybody involved was a fucking moron. It was like, what the fuck just happened?
I was watching it going, and like I'm like my wife. I'm telling my wife, I'm all, this is a trap.
What is going on?
This is really bad.
It's a setup. It feels like a fucking setup. Like, what is going on?
It's a setup.
They just let people into the wait, what? And then they just shot someone, and you're like, wait, holy shit, bro.
Yeah.
Holy shit. Holy shit.
Totally. Amoeba knows. Amoeba doesn't know.
Amoeba's an incredible artist. Amoeba doesn't know.
She's an incredible artist. She knows.
Artists don't get to have an opinion, remember?
Exactly. Nobody
Salty,
stormed the Capitol.
don't
They were let in. Although I think actually maybe
they climbed and like slowly marauded
that
their
might
way
have been
in. It was
that might have
so
been
ridiculous.
Antifa, bro.
It's
That
so
might have been
dumb.
Antifa.
The whole thing was so fucking dumb.
Staged.
Get
it was
out.
staged. It was
Get
staged.
out.
Staged.
Get out. I tell you what's staged.
Staged.
This podcast.
Staged.
This
staged,
is all staged.
Staged. Fucking staged.
I tell you what's staged.
This show is staged.
This beard is staged.
This beard is not staged.
This beard is brought to you by years of Swedish blood and hewing axes. But hey,
everyone come to Chattanooga Comic-Con, Amoeba Art Storm especially.
Dude, I cannot wait. That's going to be super cool.
It is.
I think it would be so great to meet some of the peeps. We need to get some peeps, and there's so much time between now and then for say like Uncapped Turtle and various of our regulars BTM, to get involved. I would love to get some other people involved, other artists.
Yeah.
Like I was saying, I have a cousin who's an inker on a bunch of Spider-Man stuff. I think it's which one is it? Nonstop Spider-Man on the latest Nonstop Spider-Man series. Tim Townsend, I would love to get him on. I don't know how he's going to be. Like he might not necessarily agree with your politics or be on the same side of Comicsgate or something, but we'll find out. Also, a good buddy of mine who I went and saw do stand-up last night, he used to work for the Mouse. He wrote copy for years and also was flown to Beijing to help open and write copy for the whole Beijing Disneyland. And he's a super smart guy, super funny, and would love to have him on to the show to kind of break down, his perspective of the Mouse. He's now working for Walmart because Walmart came along and they were like, we want you for our ad campaigns because he's very good. He's extremely good.
Nice.
Thank you all for the birthday wishes. Totally appreciate it. It was yesterday. It was William Shakespeare's birthday and death day. So I like to think it's kind of special of sorts.
Well, because you were special in our hearts and minds.
Oh, man. Charlie. Oh, man. Nephew Charlie. I was supposed to hit him up.
We have a great question from the New Adventures of Henry. I love drawing. What advice do you guys have about that? Any skills that are important to hone? Well, okay. So number one, I've seen your art, The New Adventures of Henry, and I will say this: there is one book and one book in particular that you need to buy.
The Kama Sutra.
No,
Get it.
Well,
oh,
yeah, no,
I mean,
that's for different things.
Oh,
that's
my bad. My bad.
That's for marriage and happy time with your wife. But I will say, The New Adventures of Henry. First off, number one thing that I always say, especially guys that like to do the cartoon thing, how to draw the Marvel way. I actually need to rebuy it myself. I gave it to my niece, and I need to get it back because I realize that as I'm drawing Silence Too Good, I need to go back to How to Draw the Marvel Way. So on Amazon, How to Draw the Marvel Way. Number two, the best way to draw cartoons and to draw illustrations is to do life drawing. So get a life drawing class at your community college.
Draw.
Get How to Draw the Marvel Way, and then just draw. Because if you can draw the human body realistically, you'll be able to draw any kind of cartoon in a really dynamic, interesting way.
The shading, my favorite part is the fact that because you can throw just like a couple lines on a piece of paper, but once you start shading it and you start creating dimension, especially with a pencil where you can nudge it and I'm not an artist. I'm I enjoy making doodles and whatnot. And I used to post on my Instagram, I used to post daily doodles, shit that I used to do in the morning meeting. I'm sitting around with all these executives who make millions of dollars, and they're like, oh, here's what's on our show today. And I'm like, I'm going to draw your stupid face on this piece of paper, and then I'm going to post it to the internet later. And then I wonder why I fucking lost my job years later.
But Amoeba Artstorm has it correct. Go back to basics. Always the basics. Always the basics. Life drawing and how to draw the Marvel way are the two basic things that you can start with always. And anytime, like for me, right now,
For
like
you.
as I start to pencil issue
For
3
you.
or
Boys, for you.
Go back. But apparently we have another birthday in the chat. Happy birthday to Amoeba Artstorm. Wait, hold
another
on.
April birthday.
It was. Oh wait, I'm losing all the chats
know.
going by so fast. Happy
It
birthday to Amoeba Artstorm. Her birthday was on the 6th, so happy birthday to you.
Yep. April
And
birthdays.
then wait, we got
What up,
another.
what up, what up?
My birthday was in April.
Kitty
too,
was also
so
birthday.
Kitty
Oh,
Flips.
shit.
Happy birthday, all you April babies. Happy birthday to you guys. Exactly. Let's go. You guys, you like April is a great month. You're not as good as Gemini. You're not as good as Morrissey and me, because Morrissey and me are Geminis.
I'm a Taurus for fucking sure.
Almost good. But you know,
I'm a Taurus for sure.
so me and Morrissey were tops, and then you guys right after us. So happy birthday to you guys.
You and Morrissey are tops. Yeah.
Hey, listen, it's always
On the
Morrissey
same-
Mondays at the 5th.
You and Morrissey are tops on the same bottom.
Hey,
The 5th.
Listen.
That was the bar. Shout out to the old school bar that we used to hang out.
Shout out to the old school bar, and
It's still there. It's new ownership. It's a different spot. I haven't been there in years now, but
me and the wife went this past Christmas. We were
did you?
there.
Oh,
Yeah,
cool.
We hung out.
It's a little different, right?
It's a little different.
Same staff, pretty much.
Different staff.
Oh, really?
Yeah, like
Awesome.
completely different staff. One of the bartenders is still there, and she's great. We love her.
Okay.
You used to love her.
Keep it down.
Sorry, I had to go there. But it's a good. If you're ever in the San Fernando Valley, you go to the 5th. You have a drink. You tell them Salty sent you, and to give you a Sean Collins.
Yeah, they'll fucking smack you across the face and be like, "What do you really want, asshole?"
No, they won't. They'll be like, "Oh,
it's a good spot." And what's also great is that it's right up the street from another one of a legendary Valley dive,
Foxfire.
The Foxfire. Thank you very much. That's actually where, ironically enough, where I met my current life partner.
Oh,
she was like, you are kind of cute. Like, I don't know. Like, he's all right. Like, it was so random. And then I ran into her again, and it was like, oh,
Hey.
maybe we should hang out and be like adults about this. And we're like, oh, okay, cool. And here we are.
the bourbon has arrived. 101 proof. That's right. Although I'll keep it tight. I'll tighten it up there, Uncapped. I'll tighten it up there. We won't be like BTM where we're like, no, because BTM will go late into the night and he's just like, hey, we're talking about things in comic books. Bizarre.
BTM talking shit about BTM.
Oh man, I can't believe we've been doing this crap for 2.5 hours. 2.5 hours.
Yeah, we should probably shut it down. I don't know.
Yeah, we should. It was a nice story though. Like, you met your life partner who you should marry one day at the Foxfire.
Yeah.
Your sexy lady.
Right? Like, ironically
Sexy
enough.
lady.
Like, ironically enough.
Yeah.
Savage Jingle.
Well, is that ironic? I mean, you literally live right down the street from the
Well, yeah,
Foxfire.
I lived right
I
next to it.
mean,
It was just
I
one of
lived
those-
right down the street from the 5th, and the Foxfire was right up the road from the 5th.
Yeah, they're
And that's
a
how we
block-
met, because we
a
lived
city
in
block
that
away
area.
from each other. Yeah.
And then one like, oh, you know who we should have on the show is Mike Noble. We should have Mike Noble on the show.
Nobes, really? Okay.
Yeah, we should. We have a friend that used to does reality TV across the world.
He's a great guy.
Across the world does
Mike
reality.
Noble.
He's a producer of reality TV, and we should have him on the show.
He
Mike
does
Noble.
travel a lot. It's so
He does.
funny. It's like when you just run into it at the bar and he's like, oh, hey, I just got back from Alaska. And you're like, what? You're like, are you serious? He becomes Bill Cosby.
Yes, BTM becomes Bill Cosby. Ours has caused this one.
You put the pudding in the cup.
We put the roofie in the drink and touch the ladies. Now, did Bill Cosby actually drug rape ladies, or did the Democrats go after him because he started to talk crap about them?
I'm pretty sure Bill Cosby was a terrible guy.
Yeah, probably. Yeah, it's probably true.
Pretty sure.
Probably true. Don't forget to hit the like button.
Don't forget to hit the like.
Don't forget to go to the Etsy store that is in the comment section down there in the link. Get some good beard balm. Ladies, buy it for your man. It's actually good hair pomade. I don't know because I'm bald, but my friend has been using it as hair pomade, and it's actually really good hair pomade. It's good for the elbows. It's actually good for leather.
Yeah,
but you should buy that. But please, for the love of God, buy my book. Buy my book.
Should we watch we should probably watch a trailer.
What trailer should we watch?
The trailer for your book.
Okay, let's watch it.
Okay.
Okay.
Unbelievable.
Buy my book.
What,
Buy
the critic?
my book. Buy 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 my book.
That's great. The critic did.
All right. Buy my book. It's really good. Issue 2 is coming out soon, going to the printers in the beginning of May. It's going to be fun. We're doing a lot of stuff. We do need to call the show. We've been here for 2.5 hours, dude. It was a really fun show, though. Honestly, I really thank you from the bottom of my heart, all the people that are watching right now.
Chat,
I really appreciate you.
I
really appreciate everyone coming and chatting with us. I love the chat. The chat is the best. The chat is the best.
The chat has been, I mean, the support. The support. Oh, I love it.
Yeah,
it's so good. No, but seriously, we really do. We really have been appreciating it. The chat kind of keeps us alive. You know,
they keep that. You guys are the reason this show goes so long because we only planned for an hour, and then we're here for an extra hour and a half.
We wouldn't be doing it. We wouldn't be doing it any longer if y'all weren't like, "Hey, what are you idiots doing now?" Like, oh, well, let's talk about something stupid. Okay.
Well. And here we are. We really do appreciate everyone coming. Please like and subscribe. Tell your friends. Come back. Happy birthday, Savage.
Thank you for the happy birthdays. Really appreciate it, guys. Really do. It was I'm
so old now.
I'm old. There's like 3 or 4 white hairs growing. I'm the Richard Branson ginger. Like, I'm just gonna go white. There's no gray. It's just white. So it's gonna be handsome. Don't worry, everyone.
Listen, we don't get drunk. We don't get drunk. We just drink. Okay.
It helps. Okay. It helps when the house gets drunk. It helps when the house gets drunk.
We do appreciate it. Like and subscribe. Tell your friends. Thank you for coming out. Thank you for watching.
Yeah,
thank you for being here.
Really fucking appreciate it, Kitty. Yeah, everybody.
I'm glad Kitty showed up because Kitty's hilarious.
Kitty's actually fantastic. Really appreciate the additional April birthdays as well. The Baron holding it down in the chat. Uncapped.
Thank you, Baron.
Always here. We appreciate the intros and outros.
The Uncapped Turtle does our intros. Go follow him on YouTube. He's amazing.
Love you, Large. Thank you for the happy birthdays. Additionally, Salty Papa, everyone. We super fucking appreciate it. This is just us messing around, and we'd love to keep doing this. So
yeah,
thank you guys so much. With that, the Magnum PI hat says
That's right,
peace
baby.
out. All right, let's go ahead and what do we need to leave these people with? Oh,
Let's leave him with a song.
What about the outro?
Oh, okay.
What about the outro?